morning show.
Hello, welcome to D&D Play 20's Curse of Strahd. We're going to get started here and have some fun. So, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I'm Justine. I'll be the dungeon master for this campaign. You want to take it away, Arlen?
Yeah, I'm Arland. Hi.
Hi, Arlen.
Hey.
Hi,
Hi,
Arlen.
Hi.
Alan. Nice to meet you.
I am playing Chad Lemaine, or Chad, the fallen Asimar barbarian. And we'll pass it off to Cole. Or Peter.
Oh, hi, I'm Peter. I play Cole, who is a paladin and a dwarf. And he has dementia. And I will pass it on to Raza, who smirked at me just then.
Rosa's always smirking. That's the secret.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be here. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Hello, I am. I am Raza. I play Lance, or sometimes maybe Lance plays me, depending who's more intelligent that day. He is a bookish adventurer. He loves his books. He grew up in a great library, and hopefully he ends up going back and not getting killed by a vampire or their minions.
Yeah.
Or Cole.
Yeah.
I'll popcorn it over to Mario.
Hi everyone, I'm Mario. I play Norbert. He does not enjoy reading in any way, thinks it's for nerds, although he doesn't actually know that word. He is a rogue who is distrustful of everyone, although less distrustful of the person he should hate the most, which is the drow. So work that out. And I guess we just have Adabon / Belvedere left.
They're in cahoots. Never trust the underlings. Audubon Street. Currently, his book of focus is something in a bizzle. Um, it's maybe been helpful a couple of times. This is Audubon. That everyone whose name is not the Chad hasn't been killed yet, and that Irina still somehow is safe despite all of them.
Sweet. And then we are missing the wonderful Steph, who plays Alusa. I will try to do our Rangers some justice. But let's go ahead and get started. So this is definitely a mature stream because it is Curse of Strahd. So for everyone watching and listening, you've been warned. So last time you all were making your way to the town of Valakai, which is where Irina and her brother decided that she should go to be safe, since for some reason Strahd seems to be hunting her. Along the way, you've gone on many adventures and learned of some secret items that might be able to help you defeat Strahd, since the one message you seem to be getting is that the way out of Barovia, which is everyone's goal, is through Strahd. As you were starting to make your way out of this crazy temple where you learned of some old gods and also took some cursed items, you ran into a small red-headed merchant who had a cool Minnesotan accent and her scarecrowy friend, where she said that she would trade you some really helpful items like a partial map of the Castle Ravenloft, some glowing manacles, and if you played a card game with her. And when you were able to all get through the card game, I'm really bummed Lucy's not here because she would still be drunk, which was one of the results of the cards. But as she was able to, as you guys all completed the game, the last card told you where the tome of Strahd was, which was very exciting to find since that's one of the items that you need. But now you still make your way towards the town of Valakai. So Alusa stumbles along drunkenly, holding onto Lance for dear life. And as you are making your way, it's probably about 3-4 p.m. Still this cover of gray clouds. It always feels like the sun's about to peek through, but it never actually gets there as you walk deeper down this winding road, with heavy trees and mist that kind of curls around your calves or around Norbert's waist. And as you kind of keep walking down, I will give you the floor if you want to role play at all through this forest. If not, we can kind of just jump straight into it. Oh, and of course, the one thing too is that we did have Vagabunda playing with us, but she's not able to continue this campaign. So you all learned that your dear friend was found out some information about her parents and had to leave kind of in a hurry. That was Leandra. Short but efficient recap, I hope.
Can you answer
I
a
think so.
question now about Leandra?
Yeah.
Was she a vampire?
You guys already talked
We
about
all
this in
know
the last
she
campaign.
was.
We all talked about this.
You talked about it in the last session.
Long covered.
So if you want to watch that episode, it's on Twitch and YouTube.
Is Norbert able to buy some stuff off that guy? Are we still with the merchant? Or are we
Oh
done
yeah,
with
if
him?
you want to go back, you can.
Yeah,
I just
just
had
'cause I
remembered
wasn't-
last time you had said you wanted to. Oh, because you were in the last game.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah. So if you look at
Just
the
don't play
item,
card games.
yeah,
Sorry.
don't. If you look at the items for sale, there's some right there. And then the special items, a lot of those you've already grabbed already.
Okay,
So you,
well, I can survive without them. I was just wondering if I could get some healing potions then. I don't have much money anyway. Norbert's quite poor.
yeah. So the healing potions are 13 gold a piece.
Yeah,
That's outrageous.
I'm gonna get like 10 at that price. Bugger it.
Oh, she has a max of 6.
Oh, okay, I'll get 6. So it does say there times 6. I wasn't sure.
No, that's okay.
I'll
Yeah.
get 6.
How did Darby get that much money?
He doesn't have a lot of
Norbert.
money, but that's a really cheap price. He's got that much.
I would like to get some too.
Well, you'll
They're
have to
all
fight
gone
over
now.
it because there was only 6. So you're seeing Norbert take the last of her stock.
Norbert, can I have
Yes.
one healing potion?
Sure. 20 gold.
That markup.
Never
Inspiration.
mind.
Amazing.
He is a businessman by the looks of it.
It's
This is
still a
hard,
discounted
like-
price. Far out.
Far out.
Right?
Wait till I'm desperate.
Well, don't you know there's definitely more merchants than just me along the road, so I'm sure someone else will have some
Oh.
healing potions for you there.
Was that Elusa?
No,
No,
that's
that's the
the
merchant.
the
No,
merchant.
that was the
okay.
merchant. This doesn't sound
Okay.
like that.
Alyssa's got like a British sassy
Yeah.
attitude.
I
Like
just want to
fancy,
hear
she's
you
not
do
like
her
Cockney.
drunk voice.
This is a Minnesotan accent there.
Gonna say that was
Oh, sure
one
there
of the
is, bud.
characters on Dungeon Boys about like 15 episodes ago.
Oh yeah, I don't remember who that was, but I'm sure I like to do this accent, so that makes sense.
Wasn't
It's
it
chat.
Pants'? It was Pants' mom.
Oh, it was Pants' mom. You're right, Althea.
Okay.
Actually, and I'll also get 2 vials of acid because I feel like that could come in useful. I'm not sure what they do, but I'll take them.
Yeah, 30 gold point pieces each, please.
Yep, done.
Wow, you're like the
Okay.
easiest customer. People try to haggle me. This is really nice.
Well, you're selling good items at a fair price. Why should I haggle?
Yeah, you're the best. What else would you like?
Well, I'm about out of money, so that will have to do. Although, would this be useful? And he shows him this child's carousel toy that I've got in my. Just says custom item, but I don't know what it does because I don't think you've told me yet.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll take that off your hands for let's see, 5 silver pieces.
That I'd rather keep it for that. Okay, thanks anyway.
Yeah, have a good day then. Anyone else want to talk or do anything with the merchant? I kind of pushed you out of there quick. Sorry.
All good.
That's good. He's just like helping Elisa move away from her before something bad happens.
She's like about to try to buy something, and then you pull her away.
No. It's all good. Let's go. we had enough.
I think they're overcharging.
Oh, certainly. But yes, we're done here. It's good. This way.
But if they had more wine, I wouldn't be opposed to buying it. I don't remember.
I'm sure there's
drinking
more wine down the road from someone
Yeah.
that doesn't have magical
So-
cards. Let's go.
Tall, Lance, just so nice.
Thank you.
Why?
What to do.
Why don't you let us read your book?
Just FYI, Norbert is watching Elusa really carefully right now for the knife that's about to appear in her hand to stab her.
Why don't you ever let anyone else read your books?
In my book, in my spell book? I don't
Yeah.
think you'll find it interesting. I mean, you could look at
think
it.
everything's interesting if it helps us kill Strahd.
I mean, that, all right, sure. It's like hearing it.
So
Make-
you
Next
think
time we
I'm
make camp.
interesting?
What?
You think I'm interesting?
You ain't even a part of this conversation.
I'm sorry, the voice got me.
Great. This is great.
But she can be. But it's the wrong way to enter the conversation.
Never mind.
I never do mind. And she's just gonna keep stumbling along. Are we all done now? Okay, I'll take you back to the woods where I had you. Woods. There we are. So yeah, the day keeps going on. You kind of hear wolves in the distance here and there. Sounds of crickets, never knowing if it's truly daylight or night, so they just seem to perpetually sing. And this mist and fog just constantly is around you. Irina looks like she's getting a little bit more nervous, but also excited at the prospects of seeing her brother again. And she kind of looks at you all and says, I was wondering, does the sun shine more where you're from? Any of you?
We certainly used to see plenty of sun, but yeah,
Oh,
we miss it, obviously.
yeah, I've only ever known this, so I was curious since you don't seem to be from Barovia.
Oh, we have
I-
beaches and sun and
What's a
flowers and
beach?
palm trees and coconuts and we have everything you don't.
Oh. That seems
Lance
like a
kind of
lot.
like leans over to Cole's like, Mr. Cole, I don't think you should rub that in.
I
not her fault she
understand what
lives
you're
in-
missing because I never saw the sun till 10, 11, 12. I don't know how old I was, but
How did you not go blind?
it hurts. It took a while to get used to. I've been outside a long time now. It's becoming less of a problem, although being here, of course, is not a problem at all.
What color eyes does Norbert have? I think you told me they're violet?
I think we said that, yeah. I think that sounds right.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Just
she
fully
like
copying Dristella, because why not?
I love it. She like leans down and kind of looks at you and tilts her head and she's like, that makes sense. You have very unique looking eyes. They must have been really strong to be able to adjust to the sunlight.
Yes, it took time, but because I have this sort of ability to talk without words, in your head, it probably helped. I was able to, walk around with my eyes closed, or mostly. I don't know. Anyway, this is. We should move on.
I
He just,
mean,
he just realized he was sharing, and he's like, "Get out of here."
Yeah.
she like kind of slightly taps your shoulder and then says, what about you, Chad? Is there sun where you're from?
Oh yeah, there's sun for days. There's not really much of this overcast. It's sunny most of the days. I mean, we do have our winters that can get pretty frigid there, but even the winters, if the sun's out, not much cloud cover. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell from my fair skin, but I just don't tan like everybody else does that lives on the outside world. And yeah, we have those beaches things. Basically, the beaches are just like the land and the ocean where we just kind of sail off to. We can go swim in.
Oh, like the lake.
Yeah, but it's a lot, a lot more salty there. You definitely shouldn't drink the water. It's not good. No.
Don't drink lake water either, because I think that's common across the board everywhere.
Especially if it's yellow.
Oh. Why would a lake be yellow?
Well, there's plenty
I'm
of
just
reasons
gonna
there.
shut up now.
I'm just asking. I didn't mean to offend if that's a cultural thing.
Mud, sediment, things like that.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
bacteria
seaweed.
floating around.
That's it.
Shouldn't be. It's actually I think it's called kelp in the lakes. There you can see it in the oceans, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I agree with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Any glance of out of sight of what Barovia might be? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm really grateful for the life I have had. There's so many that have had it worse, but sometimes I just wish I could see the sun.
If you keep looking at Norbit's eyes, they shine as bright as the sun. He lights up every day.
I think that would make me die with how much attention Norbit seems to want on him sometimes. She says quietly to you, Cole.
Ooh. To be honest,
He's very
kinda
handy
feel
with
the
his
same.
daggers.
You should see him handle a rat.
Oh yeah, she wasn't there for that.
She wasn't. You hadn't gotten to her yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, you keep walking along. Alusa stumbling along, just holding on to Lance the best she can. And as you kind of take one of these bends, the howling of wolves, it seems much, much closer than it was before. And Alusa kind of like tightens up and looks around, looks at you all. Should we stop?
I think we should get our bearings. just stand there. Yeah. Okay. Is there any high ground that we can take? Or is it just like a path?
These, so if you see these like rocks on the map, each one of those is about 5 feet up. So this is like a little plateau.
All
This
right.
is a little plateau right here.
Lance has a flashback of falling down these, trying to climb and falling down. So he's not going to try.
Yeah.
Because
very
we,
fair.
We can just
Yeah,
camp with our backs to the wall. That way we can at least have one area. I don't know.
we
Are we-
Or we
don't
can,
want to be
or we can, or we
cornered.
can, or we can hang out in the trees. I don't know.
I mean, I think the town's only like 3 hours away. It's up to you all.
What time of day is it? It's always dark here.
We're about 2 to 3 hours from sunset.
Ooh, that's not good. I
Okay,
think we
that's
should
a
make
thing
camp. Plus,
Well,
I
if
kind
it's
of got
3 hours to the, if it's 3 hours to town, we can just go as fast as we can to get there in 2 to 3 hours. Surely, I'm sure you
It-
can walk in a straight line.
It takes time to set up a camp. You have to do
Good.
it properly.
Why do you need a camp in a town? We go to a town, we find an inn, we sleep.
We're not gonna make it in time unless it's after. Okay, you got me. It's already night, but still. Okay, fine. We can
Why
walk.
don't we flip a dagger for it?
Oh, not me.
Can I flip it in anyone's particular direction?
No,
Okay,
thank
maybe that
you.
was a
That's
bad
how I got
idea.
9 toes.
As you're all kind of talking and trying to figure out what your next steps are, I need everyone to roll perception.
Okay.
D&D.
It is D&D. It only
Yeah,
took
what's we got
20
there?
minutes for the first dice roll. Sorry about
Well,
that.
that's a natural 19
Ooh.
plus 11, so 30.
Damn.
Chad got a 15.
Cole got a natural 5.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, oh.
Tracks.
Ooh,
20
that's
for
cool.
me.
19.
What was 20 what, Belf?
20 for me.
Okay. You had 19. Awesome. So anyone who rolled an 18 or higher, I think that's everyone except Chad and Cole. You hear the snap of a branch or a stick breaking on the ground in the pair of this like clump of bushes over to your right.
Can I immediately throw a psychic dagger in that direction? But like, I figure with a 30 perception, I'd be able to throw it to just super close miss them.
Yeah.
You know, roll dependent and stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage due to your perception check.
Oh, lucky for advantage. That is a 27.
27. You hear the dagger, only in your mind, just, and then you hear, and then, and then kind of a really low growl and howl as something hits the ground in
No, I
these
did. I missed
bushes.
it. I missed it.
You wanted to miss it on purpose?
Yeah, I rolled to miss, like to intimidate it, to get
Oh,
the
I
head
apologize.
to
Yeah,
not sneak up on us.
your dagger
It
hits
faints.
right in the ground. Yeah, right in the ground, and then this dire wolf pops out, the size of like a small horse, looking at you, threatened. Its red eyes glowing, and then it has the mannerisms of a wolf. It kind of rolls its shoulder blades, tail flicking back and forth, snarl almost posed on the snout. But the minute it looks at Irina, its face completely relaxes and gets calm, and all of you start hearing all around you of this like weird noises. I'm gonna go ahead and really quick switch something on your map as these direwolves now start to come out you on all different directions, and these noises almost like they're following you, like you're wearing headphones and it's going around and around in circles of these really intense whispers. And Irina goes stiff next to you, Adabon, and starts taking one step closer to that lead wolf, and then another step closer. And she goes, "Look, it's the sun. I can see the sun. Can you all see it?" And she's just starting to walk closer and closer. I need everyone to roll initiative and send it to me directly.
Well, I shouldn't have rolled to miss, should I?
Yeah. Oh well.
Hey, it's better than this way than them sneaking up on you while you camp.
That is true.
Oh,
You
just so
can send
you
it-
know, a direwolf is a large creature.
It is. It resized them for some reason. Let me redo that. There we go.
I will.
Do you want to roll a Zoom private chat, like private message?
Yeah, that sounds great. Should probably roll for my wolves here, eh?
Ooh, that's more dramatic. Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, is that any better? I just found a volume setting to turn it up a bit.
I'm missing Lance. Unless you set it on something else.
He rolled a 1.
Oh, got it. The dice did not have you guys in favor for this.
No, just for perception, but not for speed.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds while I write this down. You guys can say how your characters are reacting to this, like strange chanting, if you'd like.
Well, we saw them look at Irina and seem to say something and soften, you said. So
Yeah, almost not soften, but almost like their faces went blank.
Speak.
The sun.
so not that they're friendly to her, maybe that they're after her.
Possibly. Belv, you cut out there, bud.
I said I speak Abyssal.
Oh, this is not Abyssal, sadly.
And we know the wolves already from like episode 1.
I was thinking that.
Strahd was one of them, so we already know that Strahd's after Irina.
Yeah.
Whether or not I'm assuming things right, I don't know. That's where I'm at.
I speak
No, but
Infernal and Celestial.
Oh, not Irina rolling a 2. Okay. Oh, Elisa. Elisa.
I also
rolls for
speak
Elisa.
deep speech. I don't know if that counts for anything.
So, is Elusa in the right place? Because if so, I gotta save her life.
Yeah, where I put you is where you're gonna be.
Norbert will just say loudly, "Looks like they're after Irina. Surround her. Do not let them get near her."
Cole, you can't
As
move
Cole moves
without.
away.
Well,
You
I
can't-
put it
Not
back where
on
you
his
had me.
initiative.
Oh, okay.
Because I
Okay.
had
Real
moved.
quick.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Would I technically be like next to Elisa because Lance was helping her walk.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
You can change that.
not that I, yeah,
No, you're good.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, cool.
so
While that's happening, Chad took his rope out and kind of affixed the harness onto his puppy and put him on his back.
oh, I forgot that I gave you a
Aw.
corgi. I totally forgot I gave you a corgi.
Gave me an emotional support corgi.
Amazing.
So he's like on his back, like this, like with the backpack, so they're like this, like with their paws are
It's
up.
his
He's like
emotional
that.
support
With like the
And he has-
goggles.
Yeah, his goggles, and he's like this on his shoulders.
Amazing.
And he's like
to help his
hugging-
anger management issues.
Yeah,
When he rages, you just see
When
the
he
corgi
rages.
licking his face.
I just think
Um,
it confirms that Chad is part of the British royal family.
Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, so yeah, you all look around. You're hearing this like oppressed whispering. Almost you can't tell what's inside of your head or out as these whispers are. And Irina is just slowly walking forward and saying, "The sun, I can finally see it. This is so exciting!" As she's staring into the face of this drooling direwolf. A direwolf is up with another direwolf on deck because they rolled a lot better than you guys.
Ouch.
Sorry. So this direwolf with the red dot, we're gonna call it lead direwolf. He is going to run up and almost flank Irina and try to bite Adabon as hard as he can. Let's see. You see him kind of pull back Adabon, like teeth bared, and then he comes down on over your right shoulder. This wolf that's as big as a horse.
Oh.
Does a
Yeah.
21 hit.
Sure does.
Awesome. That is. Why won't it let me write roll damage? I guess it says below, but I don't know if that's the
It already
crit
rolled.
one.
They already
Yeah, it's
rolled
got,
it.
it's got an 11 there. The
Okay.
damage.
But that's not. It's not reading the crits one, right?
No,
Oh, so the
the
9
not-
would be the crit, so it's just
Got it.
11.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, did you feel these pointed, sharp ivory teeth just dig into your shoulder, and you're gonna take 11 damage from that old man, Dragonborn?
Does he have to do the strength save?
Doesn't. Oh yeah. Let's see if you get
Does,
knocked prone.
Strength save.
Because to see if you're knocked prone.
Cool. Those are the terms.
Those are the terms.
17 is good.
Yeah, that passes.
17's
You're able
really
to.
good for me.
You're able to kind of lean in on your cane and make sure it doesn't knock you down as he digs into your shoulder. And you all see possessively as he does this, his tail kind of this huge tail kind of wraps almost around Arena as she is looking at him like he's looking at the direwolf like it's the greatest thing she's ever seen, obviously in some kind of trance. The green direwolf's up with Chad on deck. So this one is going to flank with its opponent. It snarls and looks down at you, Norbit, this huge hulking creature. You can feel the breath coming down as it looks at you, and it's going to boopity boop boop. Bite with advantage because it has pack tactics.
I do have one question.
Yeah.
Was my 30 perception not enough to pick up that there was more than one and that we were being surrounded? Because I
No.
wouldn't have.
No, because I had them originally on the map. When I do passive perception, I always do it within your speed amount. So it's anything like to me, you can detect what's in that circle, and then these guys kind of
No, I like that method. That's good.
explained. And they kind of all rushed up when the other one revealed itself. But that's a really good question. So yeah, so because it has pack tactics or with advantage, does a 22 hit you?
Oh yes.
10 damage for you.
And a strength save, which I will probably fail. I got exactly 13.
Oh, nice. Yeah, if it meets, it beats. So you also are not knocked prone. You all are hearing kind of flesh being torn into the hot red of blood hitting the ground.
I just also want to uncanny dodge that to half the damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all. I didn't have to do anything.
No problem. Chad, you're up with Cole on deck.
Cool. Chad sees Adabon get attacked, and the other wolves attacking. So he is going to rage in the beginning of the round.
You all hear a small corgi bark.
Yeah, just you hear, "Arf!" and then just again his muscles become more emaciated. He's thinner but stronger. You know, just and all that fun stuff. He is going to run to the wolf that is closest to Irina.
Chad, could you lean into your microphone a little more when you speak?
Yes, I will bring it closer. Wait, I can't move.
He's
my
always
character.
quiet. It's a common problem.
Oh, I can't move my character.
You're gonna have to drag a new one on the map.
How dare you?
Well, in that case, he can put it where he wants.
No.
Okay, do you want to delete the other one? See? There you go. He's gonna run over right next to Irina.
Okay.
And he's gonna boop it on the snoot with his mace that he just got. His
Oh,
+2
jeez.
mace.
Okay, if you roll low, its teeth are in Adabon right now, so
Wait, what?
I
What
said
would that
let's see how low you roll.
Oh no, I'm like not. I'm not necessarily in the snoot, but I'm gonna hit it.
No, you
no,
said that.
then you roll.
Don't even try to take it back.
Look at that.
Nice
Chad's
try,
like-
dude. Nice try.
That's a 12.
That's what you get for adding flavor.
No, it's okay. I would never.
You have advantage on that attack. You've
Oh, do I?
flanking it.
Oh, I am flanking it. Cool.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That is. Dice is dirty.
Dirty dice.
That's 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. You smash it right on the nose so well that it kind of you hear a crunch of the snout and then it's ripped out of Adabon's shoulder.
Ow.
I rolled low.
For
That
damage?
is 9 damage.
Time to pull out my calculator. Okay. Anything else for you?
Yeah, just for flavor, he's gonna look at the wolf and go. Ah.
He's gonna chomp at it?
No, he's just gonna growl. He's gonna growl at it.
Yeah, your corgi, little corgi
Intimidate.
does too.
And then you kind of see his like jaw like kind of unhinged because it's like not really necessarily attached and kind of stretched, like in that movie I Am Legend when the little vampire zombies they roar, their jaws like get really long. That's what he does. He goes,
Oh, scary.
and then the corgi goes, and then growls. and then you get a little growl.
Awesome. Okay. Cole, you're up.
Okay, so above table. I had a plan, but then I realized Elusa uses a bow and arrow normally, and she's drunk. So if I run up and fight, she could shoot me.
I mean, she might just fight.
I wouldn't do that to Steph to get out of that.
5, 10. I'm going to run up, and I am going to inflict wounds on this feller.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
For a dirty
fantastic.
20.
Ooh.
Let me know if the music's too loud.
Ooh.
Dirty
Wild
20.
magic.
Okay. That hits.
How
Tell me
good
what
is
that
it?
That
does.
is, oh man.
Ooh, maybe not that good.
A whopping 15 points. I rolled 2 1s on damage.
15 is 2 1s for you?
I rolled 4 dice total.
That's
But
wild.
2 of them
Okay,
were 1s.
got it. I thought the pluses, the bonuses were 14 each. And I was like, I don't want to see you roll like an 8. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you smash into this thing. You all hear, "Arr, arr," and then Irene goes, "Stop it!"
That's all my level 2 slots. And
you
oh,
done?
I get a bonus action, don't I?
Sure do.
I am
Indeed.
going to reach up. Wait, what's the range? Oh, I can't cast the spell, can I? Darn it.
Not really. Well, it depends,
Even
is
if
it-
it's a level 1? A
I
bonus
don't remember
action?
if
What are the
Justin
rules?
uses those rules.
I don't remember what.
What was the question?
Well, it has to be a bonus action still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
if it's-
this
if it-
is, but
What's the spell?
Sanctuary. I was
Yeah,
going
you-
to cast on Irina.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
cast it.
Okay, so
Is,
Let me-
is it not a
The
touch
one
spell?
they're not
Oh.
attacking to.
Is it a touch spell?
I am
No.
checking.
It is
Oh,
not.
I don't believe so.
Cool.
No.
It's only 30 feet range. I can't. She's out of range, and if I move out of the range,
What do you mean?
She
30
is.
feet, that's what.
Yeah.
Just by 5 feet. Oh,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
right.
and if I move 5 feet
You
away from the
fool.
wolf, it's an opportunity attack. So, I am going
brave.
to.
I still
Well,
need some-
technically, you can move 5 feet, and it's not an opportunity attack.
How so?
Yeah, it,
Huh?
yeah, it
It's a
is.
large creature. It's got a range.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah, 10-foot range, reach.
Better check. It should be.
I'll take the chance while y'all figure it out.
No, reach 5 feet.
Oh, okay. Then
You didn't
He's
have to
already
tell
taking
him
a
that.
chance. It's fine.
Yeah, you didn't
Locked
have to
in.
tell him that, Justine.
I don't
Oh,
want to
I mean,
take
I
the
don't know.
chance.
Take your chance.
Take a
And
chance.
I will.
Protect her.
Do what Cole would do.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will move to there so I don't get shot in the butt.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Is that it for you, Cole?
Yes, ma'am.
That blue direwolf's up with Norbit on deck. So as you kind of slip between its legs, Cole, using your dwarf stature, it like growls and slowly turns its head towards you. You feel the drool kind of like dripping on you as it leans down and rah, 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 it's gonna try to bite down on you.
I'm going to bark back at it.
Oh, does a 14 hit?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know my.
Actually,
AC.
it has pack tactics. Does a 21 hit?
It's got no pack
He's
next to
not
it.
within 5 feet of it. Of an
It's
ally.
only if one of his. Let's see.
He has to have an
No,
ally
it's-
within 5 feet.
5 feet.
And I have a 16.
Oh,
armor
apologies.
class.
You're right. Okay, so it does not hit you. Glances off you, and it narrows its eyes at you.
And I go. "Ah!"
Okay, cool. So now, Norbit, you're up with Adamon on deck.
Wow, I can't believe how bad everyone rolled if I'm still above 3
Hello.
feet. That's amazing. Norbert is just going to attack the red dot one that he has flanking on because why wouldn't he?
Mhm.
Oh, thank goodness. That is a 20, dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so it's just 6. Ooh, I did roll a 6. So I do 11 damage on him.
Okay.
And then I'll do my bonus action attack. Oh, I dropped my dice. Oh, really hoping for that 20. Didn't get it. 25 to hit. Oh, I forgot my sneak attack damage on the last one. So I'll do it on the second attack. That's fine. That is 6, 8, 12, 17 damage on the second attack.
Just does it. How do you want it to go down?
Well, it was facing Adabon and it just got booped in the snoot, so I figure I'm gonna chop its tail off and slice into its legs.
Yeah, as you do that, the scream
Brutal.
that comes out of this wolf matches the high-pitched scream of Irina as she says, "Stop it!" And she's screaming. She like is holding this wolf as hard as she can. And
You're
her
mad
eyes-
woman! They're trying to kill us!
and
Snap
her
out
eyes
of
are-
it!
Her eyes are glazed over. Is that it for you, Norbit?
That will. Norbert will then move around to the other side to enable other people in his party to flank this one.
Nice. Adamon, you're up with Lance on deck.
Adamon will watch as Norbert slays the one in front of him. His eyes will shift to the other one as he unclicks his blade, activates his Crimson Ray as Norbert circles around it. We have done this dance before, and he'll move in for the kill.
Nice.
Ooh, jeez.
So 18 for the first attack
Hits.
is 14 plus Um, 14 plus 5 damage on the first attack.
Oof.
And then 13 for the next one.
Does not hit.
All right.
Anything else from you?
Nope, that's it for me.
Yeah, as you go to stab it, you get it perfectly, and then it kind of sidesteps the next attack, and just looks at you. The growl is so deep you can kind of feel it underneath your boots rattling the ground. Lance, you're up with Alusa on deck.
All right.
Or,
So
sorry,
Lance
I
is
apologize. It's Irina on deck, then Alusa.
okay. Then Lance will prepare.
Uh-oh. I'm
Yeah.
so worried.
Sorry, go ahead, Lance.
Oh, I thought. Oh, my bad. I
Sorry,
thought she
no,
was
I had
informing.
said a Alusa on deck, but it was actually Irina on deck, so I apologize. So it's
Right,
you,
right.
then Irina, then Alusa. Go ahead.
Gotcha. All right. So Lance is going to click his fingers, and his spell book is going to float and revolve around him with his quill, and he's going to step over here behind Lusa. I think that should be enough. Yeah. And then as he walks there, the book is going to, and then it's going to stop in front of him at a certain pace. It's going to open by itself. It's going to flicker through the pages by itself. And he's going to hold out his hand, and he's going to look towards both wolves. He goes, I don't know about you, but I had enough bloodshed for one day. I suggest that we reconvene at your earliest convenience. Please tell your mistress that I send my highest regards, as he casts suggestion with the quill like announcing the spell. And he's going to
Ooh.
twin cast it, so he's going to hit both wolves. He's going to cast it on both at the same time.
Okay. Do they have to be a certain intelligence level for that to work?
They just need to. No,
And
they just
a
need to
language, isn't it?
They just need to hear and understand. I believe they may understand. Who knows? We'll see.
Okay. They. You can kind of see the magic starting to, like, the hackles get raised even more, but there's something that isn't getting through between beast and man in language, because it says they don't speak any languages, and they have a -4 intelligence. So yeah, so it
So they.
doesn't work
All
unless
right.
I'm willing to hear an argument on why it would.
No, it's all good. Like if they don't necessarily need to speak it, but they don't understand commands, like simple commands, words from their master.
Well, she
Because
can
if they
turn
do,
into one of these, so I think that's why they can understand her at points, which you all know because you've seen that before. So no, they don't understand English at all.
okay, that's fine. If they don't understand, they don't understand. It's fine. Okay.
I really like the idea,
Lance. No, it's fine. You win some, you lose. Lance, guess, well, I really wanted to avoid this. All right, I didn't want to do this, but that'll be the end of his turn, and then he's gonna start flicking through another page as he.
Ooh, you're prepping something.
Yeah, he's going in, all in. All right, that's his turn.
Okay. It's Irina's turn. She looks at the dead wolf in front of her, looks up at Norbit really angrily. You've never seen her this angry, as kind of her braids are falling out of like the tight knot she keeps. She kind of pushes one behind her ear, and she runs up to this dire wolf and grabs its fur and hoists herself up, almost getting on its back like it's a horse, and is holding on and saying, "Show me the sun again. Show me the sun." And then that's going to be her turn. So she's now on top of the dire wolf as it's snarling at you.
Adamon, she's yours. Can you deal with her?
I have a question.
Wow. Yeah.
Seeing as we know that you said her eyes glazed over, she's obviously not in her right mind.
Mm-hmm.
As she's running over, could I grab her to keep her from doing that? To keep her from running to the wolf? To keep her safe?
that would be your reaction, and I need to. What am I gonna make you roll for that?
Be not
Strength.
deck save.
She's right
Yeah,
next
it's
to me.
deck save.
Just be grapple, right? So
Yeah, grapple, strength
athletics versus athletics.
What is it? Acrobatics
That's
athletics?
Athletics versus athletics.
So funny if she beats him.
I know. He shouldn't.
Oh,
He's
she
raging.
might.
Oh, she
Wait.
might.
Well, he's
Wait,
got
You have
advantage.
advantage. You have advantage,
Oh,
Chad.
yeah, he's raging. I can't imagine her modifier's high.
Come on, Chad. Grab that woman.
Oh god, I rolled so bad. I rolled a 4, then a 5, which is it's athletics, right? Which is 9.
Yeah. Yeah, she rolled a
Ouch.
dirty 20. So you try to grab her, but she's almost like just so focused on her goal, she perfectly slides out of your grip and starts climbing on this wolf, and now you don't have a reaction. Elusa's up
It's not like I can cast shield or anything.
with the dire wolf on deck. Elusa is gonna look at Lance, big old eyes, kind of still stumbling. Look at Irina and be like, "Oh, these mounts, the scent over. Oh." She's gonna walk up to this
no,
one.
no. He's like,
And she's going to cast. Oh gosh, did I delete my? I had it. My curse of Strahd. Sorry. Please hold. I apologize. I had her thing up, her sheet up, but it went away. There you go. Okay, she's going to put her hand on this creature, like holding its fur, just like Irina did, but this wolf looks at her like it's gonna chop her head off, and she's gonna cast Hunter's Mark. And then, oh, I don't know why I rolled that. And then after she does that, and her character sheet is all kinds of weird. Come on, dude. Okay, that was her bonus action, and then she is probably going to. I feel like she's drunk. Like, do I play this mean or do I play it not mean?
Play it mean. Make
He's drunk.
her act drunk. Come
He's
on.
drunk.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So then she's gonna be a dummy and be like, "I'm gonna be able to see you, but you won't be able to see me." And she's gonna cast darkness, and I'm gonna draw a circle of 60 feet around her. Is that 60 feet or is that not right?
That's like a 60-foot diameter. No, that's 60 feet.
And now I can't grab it to move it.
Is it 6-foot radius?
Wow,
or-
the technical difficulties.
It's 20-foot radius.
Sheets
Yeah.
see
20
through
foot.
magical darkness.
Is it
Oh,
60
right.
for darkness? You see?
it's
I don't know.
magical
She probably
darkness,
can't. She's just
I
drunk.
thought it was.
I
thought it
think the
was
darkness
smaller.
spell's like a 10-foot radius, yeah.
No, it says
Is it casting up to 60 feet away?
Yeah, I think its range is 60 feet.
15 foot.
Yeah, yeah, range is 60.
So I made it too big.
15 foot wide. Yeah.
Way too big. Oh, please hold.
What'd she cast?
Darkness.
Darkness.
You're
5,
blind,
10.
Cole.
Great.
You're blind.
And
But maybe the wolf is too. So
Again.
hey.
All right, there we go. That's better. That's approximately. Okay, come on. We all know how to count. So you all
I
see
think
her go
so.
like, she like says, she's like, "Oh, it's a mount," and then she goes near it, and then it growls at her, and she looks at it and goes, "Oh." She casts Hunter's Mark on it, and then goes, "You're not gonna be able to find me." And then you just see like blackness flood and take over this foggy area. Direwolf's up with Chad on deck. The Direwolf feels Irina get on him. He is going to look at Adabon and chomp down, trying to get away from you. Does a 18 hit? Or 14. Sorry.
14 does not.
Okay. He does not have advantage because his other friend's dead. Okay, he tries to bite you. He can't. He is going to take an attack of opportunity because he has what he wants. And you both may do a attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Hey.
Of course.
Gotta play to the strength as he's climbing up this hillside here.
24 to hits.
That hits.
Mine
I
was a
am-
26.
Also hits.
And on a reaction, I do
For-
get sneak attack.
12 points of. Yes, he does, because I'm right there.
20 damage. I'm
Uh,
sorry, I need to mute myself just for a minute. Really sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
32 total.
Yeah. So as he goes and these powerful thighs go to jump, Irina holding on, he is going to, you're both gonna like hit the tendons of his back legs. And as he's on this, almost like Mufasa in the Lion King, starts to scratch down and all the blood's rushing out. You see this wolf just almost and then start rolling. Irina's on his back and you hear her start screaming as he then rolls down this entire encampment and falls dead with Irina's body underneath this huge wolf. Chad, you're up with Cole on deck.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do I get the kill, or does Harley get the kill?
Needs to know the terms.
I mean, I think you both did it together. Wait, who had the higher? He had the higher damage, right?
With the higher
Yeah.
Yep.
attack, I guess.
I mean, I'd say you both did it together. Is that fair, bud?
Cool. Adabon's eyes roll back as his shoulder begins to seal itself together. He's feeding off that death.
Amazing. So there was a
1 point of health back. Yes.
good reason for that question. I love it. Blood hunters are so cool. Awesome. Chad, hit it. You saw this happen, by the way.
Okay. Oh god, it's so hard.
Go into the
So-
darkness.
That's what. Never mind.
Oh my
Also,
gosh, Peter.
Okay, so is he just gonna just blindly throw? Okay.
Meanwhile, Lance is standing in front of an entire wall of darkness behind him, just looking at his book intensely.
He's like, I may need
Yeah.
to change. He's like, I might need to adapt to this. It's like,
Yeah, I feel like Chad would kind of have a general idea of where he last saw the wolf. Assuming he didn't move, right? In his brain. So he's gonna run next to Lance and kind of stand on the edge of the darkness.
Okay.
And he's gonna throw a javelin.
Okay. Let me do some
Um,
quick math in my head here.
What's the math for?
How badly you have to miss to hit Cole or Elusa. Okay, go ahead. I have the number in my head.
would be
Well,
would
okay,
be with
cool.
disadvantage.
It would be a disadvantage.
So it would be a flat roll.
Yeah.
That's 15.
15 hits.
Okay.
So you throw through and you hear, "Arr, arr, arr," and then your little corgi goes like, "Rah," and hits you on the shoulder. It's happy.
That is 7 damage. Also, I forgot that I leveled up, so I get multi-attack.
Oh, okay.
So he's throwing his second javelin now that he kind of knows where it's at by the sound.
Oh, great.
Still a straight roll because it's in darkness.
That's 12.
Does not hit, but it was not low enough to hit one of those guys.
Okay. Also, no, that's fine. That's it.
Okay. Cole, you're up with this last direwolf on deck.
Can I tell what direction it is and how close by sound?
You can feel
Well, it was
its
next to you.
heat and its growling chest next to you and smell the iron tang of blood.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out,
Okay.
"Kamikaze!" and I'm gonna try to jump on its back.
Oh yes. All right. Roll athletics with disadvantage
yes.
because you can't
Take
see
you
this
straight
thing.
to Strahd.
Yeah.
Disadvantage! I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Aw, but you're in darkness.
Yeah, you're
so-
jumping on something that's completely black in front
17
of you.
plus 7, 24.
Cole has a 7 athletics. Sneaky boy.
What
Yeah,
Make sure I looked at it right. Yep.
that's awesome. Yeah, you hop right on its back and just hear it start growling even deeper. It starts shifting underneath you.
I hug around its neck and I say, "Calm down! Calm down! You're mine now!"
Oh, nice. You. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
Should I roll animal handling?
Yeah, you can do that as your bonus action. Absolutely.
15.
With disadvantage because this thing is already in a fight with you.
7.
Okay. It seems to get even more mad as you say that.
Alusa, I'm on this thing! Yeehaw!
It's going to jump over Alusa.
Whoa!
I'm going to have her roll an opportunity attack with disadvantage. Well, yeah, okay. Even though it's her own darkness.
She can see it, though.
Kiss Hunter's Mark.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, it
Yeah,
would be,
I
but
don't
Hunter's
know.
Mark. She doesn't have it anymore
Oh, she
because
doesn't
she
have
cast darkness.
Oh,
Are they? Oh,
Yeah,
they're
it's concentration.
Concentration.
That is
Um,
concentration.
It's going to rub to you, Lance, and bite as hard as it can with Cole. You see
How
Cole
rude.
riding this thing. So you see this thing charge out of the darkness. Cole on its back, like, calm down. And this thing
Oh,
just
I missed
comes-
something.
Yeah, runs out of the darkness,
Certainly did.
and then just tries to chomp down on your hands when they're like above the book.
I can see!
Does a
Wow.
23 hit you?
Silvery barbs.
Okay, very fair, very fair. I would do that too. He is squishy. He is wizard. 11.
11 misses.
Okay, thank goodness.
Hold on.
Yeah, you all see as it's about to make contact. Lance does a flick of the wrist, and then it almost misses.
A quick. And he goes, Cole, what in the world? He steps back.
Help!
Okay.
If he
Norbit,
don't calm down, he's gonna have a brown stain on his back.
Oh, Norbit, you're up with Adamon on deck. So Irina is crumpled underneath this dead wolf's body, and then on the edge of this darkness that you know Lusa's inside, all of your friends are now tossing in all kinds of rodeo-like ways with this other dire wolf.
Norbert doesn't want to help Irina there because he's worried she'll probably attack him. And he's just going to throw a couple of spectral daggers at this wolf. No longer with advantage, so I'll just fingers crossed I can manage to hit. So the first is an 18 to hit. Second
Sure
is a
does.
24. I am rolling fire today.
Yeah, you are.
Jeez.
I take back that inspiration.
Go
I'm just kidding.
Norbit. Go Norbit.
So that's, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4d6 and 1d4 plus 5. Ooh, 15, 8, 19, 22, 27 damage. Boom!
Yeah.
Dude, I'm trying to keep one alive for Irina.
Explain how you kill it, Norbit.
Right, he likes screwing. I'm being PG here, Peter. You're welcome. He likes screwing with Cole, so he's gonna throw the dagger so that the dagger so they look like they're going straight for Cole and they just miss and hit the wolf right like under his butt so he can feel them quivering before they dissipate.
Oh no. Yeah.
I spread my legs so they miss me and hit the wolf.
Perfect. That's even better.
Lance and Chad, I need dexterity saving throws.
Oh, it's gonna fall on us. I'll give myself advantage from my silvery barbs. Alright.
that's a natural 20.
Yeah. Okay.
That's better.
So that is a 22.
What about you, Lance? Okay. Yeah, you're both able to perfectly sidestep as you hear Cole, ah! As this thing falls over and hits the ground so loud. This 1,000 pounds of meat just hit the ground, and then you hear from Irina, and she looks around and she is like completely crumpled underneath this wolf, and you are now out of
And-
initiative. Good job.
I
Norbert,
will
after
talk her.
What was that?
Go ahead. No, go
you
ahead.
go, you go. Oh, I was just saying, Norbert, after he killed this one, took another couple of steps just to move away from Irina, just in case she got really angry and came after him.
Yeah,
Cole,
I'll like
go ahead.
pull her kind of in, use thaumaturgy as my eyes kind of shift to this bright light, my voice similar to her brother's. And I'll just say, remember where you are.
Okay. She kind of that really helps her focus a bit. But she is completely stuck under this wolf. So you
Lance
need.
will-
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's all right. I didn't mean to. But Lance would immediately look to Chad. He goes, "Chad, would you give me a hand, please?" And he's gonna go over and see if he can move the wolf off her body.
Chad, go roll me a D100.
And Cole is going to do something crazy.
No.
Even with my
One crazy thing at a time.
I made the DC way less because of, or more, whatever. I made the DC more in your favor with the corgi, but you still have to roll me that D100. You are a curse on you, and when you rage, there's a chance it will take over.
That's true.
It's a 19.
Out of a D100,
Yeah. That's
Okay.
1009.
you say, Chad, I need your help. He is right on the edge. You see his like face flickering back and forth, this dog starting to panic on his shoulders. What do you do, Lance?
Boy. He'll quickly like flick his hand to the correct page. Because I hope it works at least once today. And he's going to cast suggestion on Chad. He's
Exactly
gonna be
what I
like, "Chad,
assumed
calm
you'd
yourself."
do.
Nice.
It's like, calm yourself, Chad. Irina needs your help. Snap out of it. Please. Suggestion, wisdom save. Do not save this.
Fail it!
Inspiration.
You just get natural 20s.
It's 11.
Suggestion takes hold. So it depends how you would rule it, Justine, but he would listen to reason.
He would. He'd hear Lance's voice, and even though all he sees are enemies, it kind of calms him for a sec. You see him blinking out this. Do you want to take over, Chad, on how you calm down?
Yeah, you just see as like he starts to get his muscle mass back, and he kind of comes down. His hair goes from that white back to black. It kind of just comes back the color, like slowly, almost like in Wizard of Oz when the color comes in and it just like bleeds into and it just gets brighter. You see the color come back to his skin. And then he just kind of like shakes it off. He goes, "Oh yeah, thanks there, bud. I almost lost it there again. I appreciate it." And then the dog's like looking at my face still. So I'm like, "All right, let's
Lance
go.
will just
Let's go help her."
Right at that moment,
One second, call. As Lance kind of does, Lance is the poker face, like he nods at Chad, because "You're welcome, my friend." But as soon as Chad walks past him, he's like,
Cole is going to
Alright,
lay
Cole.
on hands on the wolf he was hugging for 1 point of healing and keep it unconscious.
Did I do enough damage to kill it outright?
I think you, yeah, it's like dead, Cole.
dead. But Cole can try.
I mean, yeah, tell me, like, the story. Like, what about your magic would make, like, sustain this?
Well, I have lay on hands and a healing kit, and the reason that I would be doing it is because Irina wanted to save the wolves, so I figured I'd save it but keep it unconscious so that we can make a decision on its fate.
You know what? I'll give it to you. So, the broken part of this wolf's spinal cord that was hit by these daggers kind of boop, pops. You hear crack back in place, and it takes a breath. Adamon, you were staring into Irina's eyes. You saw her fully come to conscious. She was looking at you, and the minute you heard that crack behind you, her eyes glaze over again. And she starts screaming at you and trying to claw at your arm.
I will release her cheek with one hand as my hand goes to my shoulder, extends a bloody hand out towards the wolf, just squeezes around its throat.
Wait.
This handprint of blood shrinks around it as I choke the life out of it.
This one might
Oh,
go.
I think it's the wrong wolf.
Animal cruelty.
Do you go towards this wolf?
Whichever one is breathing.
Yeah,
24
Okay.
that
should
would be
hit.
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you also Cole trying to bring it back to life, and then man, Cole's not making a case of himself of not working
Oh,
for Strahd.
wait.
I get your logic. I'm just saying from their point of view, I can see what it would look like. Adamon, yeah, you absolutely and then completely falls flat. Hi, Bug.
And as the kind of life chokes out of it, the darkness kind of absorbs it as this shadow shifts back towards Adbon, and he heals some more.
Okay.
Above table, thanks,
Irina.
Cole.
That was my plan all along.
Irina. It's kind of
Took the kill away from Norbit.
Irina kind of starts kind of heavily breathing again, like she snapped out of it and being like, please get this off me.
Yeah, gotcha. And I grabbed the wolf by the
Norbert's gonna loudly say, "We thought Cole was working for Strahd. Now we're even sure Irina isn't too."
Right as you say that, you all hear, "Oh, I made it out! I made it out of the darkness!"
Imagine her like in the darkness.
And she like snaps her fingers, and then actually the smell goes away, and she goes, "Oh, I forgot I could do that. Okay, what's going on?" And Alyssa is back with us. And
You know her tricks, young Norbit. Do not be so foolish.
How many in this party do we need who seem to be working against us? It's getting very frustrating.
He just murdered a wolf.
I don't care. Get me out of here. Chad, Lance, and Adabon. I need a combined strength roll. I have a DC in my head if you can lift this off her.
Cole
Nope,
is standing
they can
off
do
to
it.
the side, tapping
Nope,
his
they
foot.
can do it. Bond's like, I'm good.
All right, Chad, this is all on you.
Adabon's
Strength-
focus
strength
is
what's
on
the roll?
Irina,
Just a
Um,
strength roll.
but
Okay.
through the
Can I
side
give him
of
advantage?
his scaled lips, he
Okay.
will say to Norbit, "Your path is your own."
So my
Not
advantage.
we are supposed to be in this together. We're all stuck here together. We are trying to escape Barovia together. Is that not straightforward enough for you, Adabon?
Then your words dissuade themselves.
I don't even know what that word means.
Norbit,
Speak in normal language for once.
everything is gonna be all right, Norbit.
Really quick, Chad, what did you roll
No,
with
but-
advantage?
Norbert completely ignores Cole there.
22.
You're able to pull this thing off. And Lance, I'm assuming you kind of pull her out as he lifts it up.
Yeah. So it's yeah. At the,
It was
yeah,
just to
lift and
clear enough
pull,
space.
yeah.
Yeah.
As you look, her arm is pretty much in bad shape. She would need some pretty immediate bandaging. It's been very hurt.
Chad's gonna reach over and use his healing hands and give her 5 points of healing.
Okay.
Like trying to focus it on her hand,
Her arm.
her arm.
Yeah, she was trying to bandage it herself. You touch and she, and then she looks up to see Adabon and Norbit, 15 feet away. These corpses around, just staring daggers at each other. And she goes, "I'm so sorry. What did I start? I don't know. I saw the sunshine and my brother, and Strahd was dead. I don't understand."
Adabon was just waiting for her, so he's there to comfort her if needed. But his cloak, coat will start to shift and hide his wounds.
Alyssa looks at the wolf and Norbit, and then Cole and be like, "Did you?" That's not her voice. Drunk?
She's still drunk. It's
Proper
fine.
British is very hard. Did you bring it back to life? Why would you do that, Cole? What's your logic?
Irina thought. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, Elusa. I'm so confused. First one is saying don't kill it, then the other one is saying kill it, and then everybody kills it, and then I bring it back,
Her
and
finger
then
goes on your
and you know
lips.
what? It's even worse.
Her finger goes on your lips.
I try.
I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking so I understand. I'm trying to be a good person. Actually, I'm not. I don't really care. But what's your reason?
I thought Irina wanted it alive, and I also messed up when I did a perception roll because turns out I had blind sight. But still,
What does that mean? I did a perception roll.
Right. There you hear it, Norbert. The dum-dum, I mean Cole, sorry Cole, we love you. He I don't actually love any of you, but he's has a reason. Maybe we can teach him the logic for next time. Do you have alcohol?
I think you've had enough.
Well, the hangover's starting to hit, and if I have more, it's like a dog chasing thing.
Deal with it. We need you sober. You're the only sensible person here sometimes.
Well, that's...
Did I just say that?
you know.
Right, I'm gonna write that down and use
I
that
think-
against you later.
Adam's just
as-
staring at him with a grinning smile.
as this is all happening, all you hear is just like sawing, like basically just a knife going into the wolf, and then cutting down. And Chad is now trying to take the pelt of one of the wolves.
Nice.
Oh my
Just-
god!
He's like, people are
And
arguing.
he,
I'm not
and he goes,
listening.
but right before he does that, he just like turns to the dog and he goes, "Over Traz, little buddy. There, bud. You might not want to see this there." And he kind of puts his hand over it and kind of takes his hood and puts it on over the head of the
The
dog.
dog's just like panting.
And he just cuts into it and
Oh, I'm so glad we have the comic relief of the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can skin these wolves. It'll probably take like 15 minutes each. They're quite big.
Yep.
For pelts.
See, if this was Dungeon Boys, we'd all have a pet by now.
Yeah, it's very true.
It's
I've only
very
given you
true.
one so far.
and she gave it to me.
Irina looks up at Lance and Adabon. You're both kind of, I feel like, staring at her and goes, "I'm so sorry."
Is it? Would I need to roll like the is it obvious what because Lance is an intelligent fellow. Like
Yeah.
she had glazed eyes. Like
It's
as soon as the
very
wolf
obvious.
went
these
down,
wolves-
came back up. It kind
Yeah.
of she slid in and out of it.
Yeah, it's very
My
obvious
lady.
that these wolves. I mean, you can make the
Enchanted
connection
her.
from Strahd. You don't have proof it's from Strahd,
No.
but yes, she was somehow enchanted to see all the things she wanted.
It's
And
because my lady,
you know,
please. It's
classic vampire
not
stuff, you know, in all the movies, the
classic
girl would
vampire.
hear the wolf howl and then be like in a trance. It's kind of like that, but I wanted to add combat.
yeah. So when she goes to apologize, she's like, "My lady, you have nothing to apologize for. It's just like a foul enchantment was laid upon you. It was not of her choosing, Norbert. I suggest we all recover. Chad, you almost die. Chad's like skidding the walls. And we should get to town like we promised.
Agreed. This is why Lance agreed to take you to safety for your brother.
Well, this has slowed us down enough that perhaps we do need to camp now.
Here? Can't we go somewhere else?
Told you so.
We've killed the danger
Perhaps.
now.
There's another haunted house you wish to run into, or game you wish to play, young gnome?
Norbert is just going to stare a dagger at Adabon, and in his mind, he's imagining putting one of those daggers right through Adabon's head. But he just
And
looks away and says
maybe
nothing.
we should move while there is still light.
Hey, I think because
Agreed.
he throws psychic daggers, he should accidentally actually do it.
Okay, for the guy who doesn't want PvP, let's not go that route.
Yeah, you're the first victim, Peter.
Irina kind of gets up. She stumbles, like she's about to fall.
Lance will try and catch her.
Yeah,
So
you
she doesn't
catch her
face plant.
delicate frame, and she kind of looks up at you, these beautiful brown eyes, and just says, I just can't be near these things right now.
You take her, I'll take Elusa. And I'll hold my arm out to Elusa.
She looks down because you're much shorter than her, and she goes, I'm gonna
Good.
do this. And she puts her hands on your head and then just steers you, like walks around with you because she's drunk and you're short. Yeah, you're a tiny go-kart. Okay, so Chad, go ahead and roll me 3 sleight of hand checks. DC's pretty low on these. Make sure you don't ruin a pelt.
14,
Pass.
15.
Pass.
Ooh, 3.
Nice.
Fail. So you get 2 of the pelts
Cool.
that you can use to make things with or sell at any point. The steam of these creatures as the fog kind of starts to creep back in as their blood is just soaking into the ground. You all have high enough intelligence, except maybe Cole, to know that these will probably attract other predators. So
It's
moving
funny
on.
because it's true.
DM
Yeah.
was the Chad with the werewolves or being hunted by the werewolves? Wasn't he being hunted by a Wendigo and with the werewolves? Or where am I confused?
Yeah, so the werewolf pack is a completely separate entity from regular wolves. There was a creature in the woods that was based off of that type of lore, and the werewolf was kind of against it. Chad was, I think we had you were like trapped, right, by that
He
creature.
was attacked by one of them. I don't recall if it was the Wendigo or
It
the
wasn't
It was-
the it
werewolf.
wasn't
It
the
was the
werewolf.
Wendigos. It was
Yeah.
the Wendigos.
It wasn't the
Okay.
werewolf.
So he's allied with the werewolf against the Wendigo, but skinning the direwolves.
You can have an ally and still.
Okay. Just
Take
trying to
your
make
words.
sure that my head works. I don't know
Yeah.
what Adamant's thinking yet.
He's from
you're
a
okay.
different pack.
Yeah.
He's not
From
a
the
werewolf.
from the lesser in the eyes of
It's a rival
werewolves.
The true wolves, not the werewolves.
Yeah, no, the true wolves. No, he's eventually wants to make turn this into like a cloak and have the head as the hood. So that's what he'll be working on the next couple nights.
Hercules.
It doesn't matter if it's family. If it's fashion, it's good enough for him.
It's good enough for me.
So you all
It's just an alliance. It's not family. It's fine.
There you go. So you all see Alusa kind of like elbows locked, arms out, hands on Cole's head, and like pushing him forward, like it's leading him as she walks and goes, over here, we're gonna go this way. And Irina starts stumbling that way as well.
Does the time
And-
it take him to skin a wolf give us enough time for a short rest or no?
Yeah,
I did
45
say it would be 15 minutes per wolf.
Okay, so not enough. Thank you.
Very close.
Certainly not enough time left for us to make the town, but I guess we can at least move away from the spot.
Yeah.
I mean, this was rather quick. It was the whole process probably like in total, like from the start of the
minutes?
combat to now was like an hour. Because the
Oh, I
skinning
meant
and-
combat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all of it was
The
like an hour. So you're about 3-ish hours from the town. Sun's gonna set in about 2 hours. So you can either choose to try to make it to the town right after sunset, or dusk does last a little bit, or you can decide to camp. But we're gonna go ahead and take our first break and see what our adventurers decide when they come back.
Excellent.
We'll be back.
We never wait that long for a first break in your game, Justine.
Hi, welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Our team just had an issue with some very creepy, weird dire wolves and Irina going into kind of a fit. But now they're back they're deciding should they, as they keep kind of walking away farther from this scene of death and gore, should they camp or should they try to make it to the town of Valakai, which has been one of their main goals from the beginning. I'll let you guys take it away.
Adabon is taking Irina's lead as always.
She doesn't seem very with it. She's kind of just leaning between you and Lance and holding her head and her arm.
I think we should try and push to the town.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Hi,
You're okay
Jen.
with it? Are you?
That's yeah.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen. She
Hi,
looks
Jen.
kind of sick to her stomach, but she nods like I can do it.
Chad can carry you.
Yeah, Chad walks up like, if you there, I can take you on my arm and lift you up and carry you. If it'll help. I can even make a harness for you, just like I did my new dog.
Points to the corgi.
Points to the corgi.
Excuse me. I really appreciate that. I think Alusa's probably going to be carried before I will, and she kind of holds on to Adabon's arm and is like, I can do it. I can do it.
Look back at
Cole,
Alyssa.
no one give Alusa more alcohol.
Alusa and Cole are just going in circles as she's trying to guide him, and
Yeah, they're
Cole's
not even
just
walking in the straight
yeah,
line.
they're- at
Someone
this point,
help me!
Adabon will collect his cane and make sure that Irina is on the side that's not gushing blood and start to move.
Okay, yeah, and then Chad's gonna go grab Lusa.
Thank
No.
He's
you.
like, all right, I got you
you'll-
here.
Are you not dead now?
No,
You're not lying.
no.
You're not lying actively right now.
He kind of like leans closely and looks at her. He goes, I'm not dead.
Likely story. Okay. And you all start walking. You notice that the trees kind of become more crowded in as like little cliff sides jetty up as you're kind of going down now into a valley slope type area. You walk for the next 2 hours, keeping your wits about you, processing the strength of whatever kind of was taking over those wolves and why Irina would be so singled out. You obviously think you know your theories, or you're not, or you're just focused on walking and doing your own thing. And as your group kind of gets to get closer and closer together to kind of weave through and stay on the safest of paths, eventually, in the distance, you see kind of a slight dip in the path, and it's spread out to a small town. You see large, dark wooden, like 15-foot high tree trunks that have been shaved into points at the top, making a wall around this town. There's like some farms and like stone cottages out on the outside. Most of the town is secured in this big wooden, and there's 3 fences. There's one right to the head of you, which would be on the west side. There's one to the north and one to the south, and then in the very back of the town, you can barely see it if you squint, there's a lake. And you have maybe about a 15-20 minute walk until you can get right up to these town's gates. As you continue on walking, you notice that there is go ahead. Yeah, please interrupt.
We are not on the path. We had said an episode or 2 ago we're kind of off the side.
That's
So
fine.
I think we want to keep that, probably not slowing down, but just making sure that we're not obvious for anyone that would be in town looking.
That's totally
Right?
fine.
If they're looking for us, then they'd see us. If they're not really paying attention, then we'd be off the main path.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I keep doing that thing with Lusa where she like tries to go to the path. I'm like, no, this way. No,
Really weird.
this way.
It's almost like you get between her and the path, and she's like, "Oh, you're dead," and then she like kind of walks.
Is
Yeah.
she
The
still
other way.
scaring me?
I'm
Am I
like- I'm
free
like-
now?
You're
I'm like,
freezing. You're
I'm like,
freezing.
Bribe her
corral-
to buy
I'm
her
like
drinks.
corralling her like a herd
Oh.
dog. I'm like,
Yeah.
this just.
She doesn't want to get near you. Yeah. As you keep going, you notice that there are some carnival supplies in wagons on the outside, almost like they're either loading in or out of the town. Big like rolled up tents. There's folks in jesters, hats, and outfits, kind of sitting around a fire. And yeah, what would you like to do? Do you want to approach the gates? It's the last bit of dusk is hanging on. There's a slight maybe brightness to the clouds above you, but it's very, very much about to be nightfall.
Gates is my plan.
Yeah, the
Unless
gates.
somebody's going to try and lead us different.
Okay. Who approaches the gates
This
first?
is fun.
Less. Well, I guess, yeah. Lucy can't scout for us, so possibly it's in Irina at this point.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
Alyssa's
what
in
I
the back. Alyssa and I are in the back, like because I'm just trying to keep her up on pace.
super
so y'all
fair.
just kind of like up ahead.
I'm gonna do that thing I've been doing where I put Cole's Raven as your guys' marker. If I can get this silly goose thing to work
Goose
here.
is the Raven.
Cole is walking next
Silly.
to Norbit, glancing back at Elusa and saying, "That woman's got issues."
Well, my roll 20 is frozen.
Is
See if you
this
guys
your-
can see a ping. Can you see a ping right here?
I see
Yeah.
a ping. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that's where you're entering. I can't drag anything on right now. Sorry.
Cole,
Um,
this is
fun.
surely not your first time encountering someone drinking.
No, well, I don't think so.
I didn't even drink. This was the magic of the cards, but I'm not mad about it, to be honest.
She can get a magical hangover.
We'll find out. It's almost been 24 hours. Once she sleeps, she should be good. Oh, thank you very much, Lance, for putting your thing on there.
Now
Yeah,
she-
it's right.
she-
I did take it. I didn't mean to be like that big. Take up the
Okay,
whole bridge.
it's okay,
Yeah,
I got
try
it.
to help it.
It's a lance kaiju.
It's a Lance kaiju.
It's a
And
landslide.
kaiju.
So
It's when he doesn't read enough books.
You approach these gates. They're about 15 feet wide, made of dark black iron. Two guards stand on the inside of the gates. One has his arms crossed. He's very focused on you all, standing up straight. He's got a shock of black hair and some padded armor. And he's just staring. The other one is kind of like casually to the side. He's got like a pike in his hand. His helmet's kind of like pushed back.
That's the guy I want to talk to.
I will hold out my hand with a 20 gold gem to the one who's paying attention to us and say, "It was a quiet night. You saw no one enter."
I had an entire dialogue plan for this, but I like that more. Okay, go ahead and roll me persuasion. I mean, you're using a gem. You can do it with advantage.
Eight.
He looks at your
With a
gem.
damage?
Looks. Yeah.
Oh damn.
He looks at you.
Damn.
He looks at the gem and goes, "Well, that's the most suspicious thing I've ever seen. You can't just have a normal conversation. What's your party doing here? What's your business with Valakai?
I'm not with him.
Also suspicious. That's strike 2.
Our goal is to not be outside where there are monsters trying to kill us.
Why are you even dealing with monsters? That seems strange. Are you looking for trouble? Are you coming here to look for trouble?
You not live here.
I live in the safety of Valakai, where our humble Baron keeps us safe from all issues. And the other guy kind of and snorts, and then he looks at him and then looks back at you guys.
Perfect. Is there a good place to get some drinks and some food and maybe have a good time?
If I decide to let you in, but you haven't answered my question, what makes you want to go to Valakai?
Listen, friend.
Besides being involved with monsters, which is a very big red flag to me.
Chad's gonna walk up
Uh-oh.
and he's gonna be like,
Oh, you did
like,
it now.
he's gonna pass Alyssa off to Lance. Like, here, what? Just hold on to there, bud. Hold on to her.
Wait, you named it? What's the name?
No, I passed off
going
Alyssa.
to-
Oh,
Oh, Elusa. I
Have
thought you
my-
said
Yeah, because he was carrying.
I was like
I'm
guiding
gonna
her, so I
have
guided her
my-
toward.
cloak spreads shadows kind of over Irina so that they can't get a good look at her while he's doing his thing.
He gets
Yeah.
the hand and leans
I'm
in
gonna-
between your shoulder blades.
I'm gonna walk up, just be like, hey there, bud. I think we got off on the wrong foot here. Sorry, we mean no intrusion. We're just just looking for somewhere to stay at night, and I extend a handshake, to shake his hand.
He looks at your hand.
My name's Shad Lemaine. I just want to introduce myself.
Charles.
Okay, shake his hand, and then I squeeze it as hard as I can,
Oh my
and I'm
god.
just like, all right, there. We're just trying to find safe passage, just for the night. We mean no harm.
Should I intimidate him?
Crunch.
And and he kind of like leans in and pulls him in closer.
Roll intimidation. And his friend's loving it. He's watching all this just like
This guy's obviously a.
Oh, it rolled out of my box. I don't know where.
This is the sort of guy who would absolutely, vote
on.
for Elon
Sorry.
Musk.
It fell off my desk.
Oh
I can't see it.
no. You find your dice?
I didn't find it, but I found it. I rolled another one. That is a 12.
He squeezes your hand back even tighter and then lets go and is like, you all just don't know how to have a normal conversation. If you're already causing trouble at the gate, what kind of trouble are you going to be causing when you get inside? And then his buddy steps up and goes, Charles, give it a break. Let me see that diamond.
Be cool.
Let me see that gem you had. He says to Adabon.
What are your terms?
Didn't you offer a gem?
I did. I don't know what Adamon would do versus what Belvedere wants to do right now.
That's a bomb.
I will
That's
hold
a
up the
bomb.
gem with a closed hand. Look at the gentleman who isn't playing
Charles.
ball.
He goes, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, my name's Sven, by the way.
Still staring at the guy who's not playing ball, and still holding the gem tight.
So his hand is out. Oh, shit.
Sven is looking
No, no,
between
I was-
Charles and you, and he's like, I don't understand what's happening. I was gonna let
good-
you in for that gem, but he's probably not going to. And Charles looks at him and goes, we are not supposed to take bribes from outsiders. And then he looks back at him and he goes, we're supposed to let people in. Why are you giving them a hard time? And then they just start arguing amongst themselves pretty continuously.
Can Norbert
Cole's
use this
gonna
distraction
sneak
of them arguing to sneak past?
Yeah.
Can I just?
I mean, the bars are like 5 inches apart and they're closed and locked.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought it was open and they were.
Mm-mm.
All right. Can Norbert use that distraction to steal a key off whichever one of
They
them
would
appears to have
see
a
us
key?
opening the gate.
They both have key rings. The DC's kind of high. You can try it. Go ahead.
Okay. This is
You can
sleight of
certainly
hand.
try.
Ooh, I'm
Yes.
gonna run with. I'm gonna run with this. I'm not gonna go for my inspiration and hope that this works. That is a 21.
It was an 18. You pass. Yeah, it's off of Charles because he's getting more and more adamantly angry at Sven, who's kind of just got a relaxed era, and you're able to
And
like perfectly take
Norbert
the
will
keys.
then actually say, and he'll step back and say, "Oh, excuse me. It looks. Did one of you drop this?" And then hand them the key.
Charles looks down, looks up.
Mhm.
He gets all frustrated, and Sven goes, "That's strike one." Just using his own words back against him, and he goes, "Don't make me report you to Isaac." And then the guy
Oh,
gets
there
like,
is. We have no issues with you at all. I found this and wanted to make sure you guys were not getting in trouble for something that obviously is not your fault. Your friend here is just trying to do his job and keep your town safe. That's very admirable, and I'm sure we all respect that and all think that that's a great thing for a guard to be doing.
persuasion or deception.
I want deception because I'm good at that. I'm bad at persuasion.
I would like-
17?
That's fine. Go ahead, Cole.
Never mind.
He takes his keys. He looks at Sven dirtily. He unlocks it. He kind of shoves that gem back at you, Adam, on your own hand back at you, and he says, Here are the laws of Valakai, and I've posted them so you don't have to remember, but I will read them for our Twitch followers. Mention one or law one. Mention of the devil vampire lady is strictly prohibited. First warning, sent to the stocks. Second warning, reformation at the mansion. Third warning, death by hanging.
Who?
Then he goes to the next one and he says, all town folks and visitors must attend the Baron's weekly festivals. Rain, fog, sick, or well. Next one is, you guys did not spend the night in the woods. Next one's tomorrow night. First warning, dragged to the festival and made to be a server. Second warning, stocks. Third, death by starvation. The next one, he says, weapon registry. All folks residing or visiting Valakai must register any kind of weapons or magical strolls inside the city walls. You'll do that when you get inside at the blue, what's it called? Sorry. I have notes. I'm so sorry.
Wait.
Oh, it's right there in front of me. At the Blue Water Inn. So you have to register your weapons, he's saying. First warning, all weapons are taken from individual and parties and confiscated. Second warning, reformation at the manor. Third, death by hanging. No murder is allowed in Valakai. First warning, death by public beating. Second, no theft is allowed in Valakai. First warning, stocks. Second warning, cutting off both hands. Third, death by hanging. You may enter. Remember to go to tomorrow's festival. Like, just shoves all this information at you all, and you're kind of like, oh, okay.
Oh.
And do you enter?
Adamon stares at Lance.
Chad's gonna use Irina in this instance.
She's
gonna,
hiding behind Adabon.
No, not Irina. Usa.
Oh, hello.
And just kind of like step back and then just kind of guide her forward as if to wander in without paying attention, and just basically follow Rain and not listen.
Norbert will just speak into Adabon's head and say, are you actually willing to accept those terms? And Adabon can answer back if he chooses to. He doesn't have
I don't see a weapon in Adamon's inventory, so he will enter.
Nice. It's hidden in your game. Okay.
Yeah.
Lance,
Lance will kind of look back at Adabon and do like a subtle nod. I don't know if he's ever telepathically reached out to Adabon either, but I think he will do that now. He'll be like, we did promise the lady to bring her to town. Are the terms acceptable?
You said that mentally to Adabon?
Yeah, not in front of them, mentally, yeah.
Adamon pauses for a brief moment. His eyes kind of shift to Norbit, shift back to Lance, and his thoughts are something along the lines of the terms are the terms, the price will be paid.
So be
And
it.
then he'll continue forward.
And Lance will like take that. So yeah, he will step forward with making sure to cover Irina as well, kind of make her less conspicuous.
Yeah, as you walk. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna make another joke. It's fine.
As you walk into this town on this main road that kind of splits down little alleyways as like buildings like 2 and 4 rows deep, there's a lot going on. Most of these are houses and homes of people who live here. There's a lot of bustling. It's probably the most life you've seen since your time in Barovia. The village of Barovia seemed really scarce, not a lot of people. This is a lot of people, all shapes, sizes, species, just kind of bustling about. And there's little signs everywhere you see pasted on the walls that say, I'm going to have something pop up on your Roll20 here. NPC handouts. No, not NPC. Regular handouts. Okay, apparently my Roll20 is still not working. You see things that say, yeah, I click all these tabs that I have ready and they're all empty.
Try refreshing.
Yeah.
Let me see if
I have to refresh.
Okay, you're with me here. Haha, refreshing was the magic. Okay. Oh, wait. No, I can't move my mouse. Anyways, I don't care. I'm just going to make it up, even though you'll get the gist. There's just these big signs with little, like, things of sunshine on them that says, the Baron calls one, calls all to the festival. And it has, like, tomorrow's day on it. I know that there's actually days of the week, but I'm just going to say Sunday. And so it's basically like, come one, come all. And it says, my handouts are working.
It says that? That's weird.
No, it says, come on, come all, to the greatest celebration of this year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendance and children required, rain or shine. All will be well. And then it says, the Baron. And it's like a fancy signature. And you see these kind of everywhere. And some of them are like peeling off, and you see thick stacks of other things. Like the other one says, Festival of the Wolf, like Festival of the Blooming Flower, Festival of this, and there seems to be one every single week. And you kind of remember those laws that the entire town is forced to come to these festivals. And as you walk in, you'll see a beautiful carved out marble statue of like a woman holding a cafe of water pouring out, and then the next there'll be a huge like little jail cage with a person who's close to starvation, and like those death by starvation warnings are kind of in your head as you see these people like looking like they're so hungry, weakly reaching for you. And the juxtaposition of like people bustling about, like healthy people, works of art, gardens with like death and muck, and like it's very, very overwhelming and kind of like emotional whiplash.
Two
As
questions.
yeah, go ahead.
Is there a brandy festival? And does Strahd seem to have any influence in this place?
Great questions. So you don't see anything about brandy, but you do see lots and lots of advertisements everywhere for certain kinds of wine. The wineries were somewhere you were going to be headed to, and that kind of maybe something that tips you off. Go ahead and roll investigation to see if you see any kind of demonic, vampire, like undead hints in this town.
Demonic vampire types of hints gives me advantage.
Sure does.
Okay. 17.
17, you don't notice anything.
Yeah.
As you kind of get closer to the town square like area, you see kind of like a bulletin board. You know, when you're back in the days when we used to use malls and didn't go on online shopping, remember those like big directories that had like advertisements but also like a directional area? That's kind of what you see in front of you, in front of this big town square, and it kind of tells you all the different areas. I've listed the areas since this map, you'd probably have a map on the right hand side of your screen. So there's the Blue Water Inn, the church, the gates, which you already came from, the town square, something called Reformation Mansion, St. Andrew's Orphanage, Coffin Shop, Blacksmith, Leatherworker, Apothecary, the Duck Light Supply Shop. That was supposed to say the Dust Light Supply Shop, but my typo was too funny, so now it's the Duck Light Supply Shop. A bookshop, Jenny's Herbalist Shop, and the Beast's Robe, which is probably a tailor. So you kind of notice this is a very, like for the area, robust town. And Irina looks so overwhelmed. She's lived in the village of Barovia most of her life, so this is huge. And as you get to this town square, you kind of peek behind this big area with these maps. You notice there's a big 50-foot in circumference wooden like stage that's about 3 feet off the ground. And lined up in every way around it are stocks. Some are empty, some have people chained inside of them with like paper mache heads stuck on their head. So like one has a donkey, one has a wolf, one has like a silly dummy hat on it. As these people look so miserable and depressed as they're just stuck in the stocks. Then in the center of them, because they were on the outside, is a big, like almost slowly turning gallows that has 6 nooses all in a row, just slowly turning. They're currently empty. And then on the outside, there's like, again, these huge planters of like climbing ivy and flowers, and there's these big fountains and stuff. But it's almost like someone wants you to see the main attraction here is punishment.
Can we leave?
If Irina seems overwhelmed, then Adabon will look to Lance because he spoke with her brother.
Is his brother supposed to be here? Her brother?
No.
No, he just said this would be the place to keep her safe.
Oh, for what it's worth, I agree with you. We stay the night, we get out of here. This does not seem safe. Like, they might try and string us up for entertainment.
I mean,
Yes, I think the first priority is accommodations, if that is okay with you,
They do.
Irina.
they do have a church. Those are usually safe places. Or we could try the inn.
All right.
Oh, I'm sure all will be well.
Didn't we kill some weird possessed kid at the last church?
You did.
Adabon seems suspicious of churches.
What's the
Yeah.
odds of
Very-
that happening twice?
Yeah, not in Justine's game.
Same odds of going into multiple haunted houses.
Hey man, scary stuff. Okay, let me work with what I know. Okay, yeah. So any of these places I've listed, it's getting dark. They're trying to light the lanterns. People seem to want to hurry to get home. And you do see guards here and there walking by, same as the ones. Some of them look at you kind of with the eyebrow raised, but they don't say anything to you.
I would suggest that we go to that Blue Water Inn because we have to register our weapons and get rooms.
Okay. Yes, and then
In the news.
possibly have more alcohol. Let's go.
I agree.
Maybe
So
like
you-
a little alcohol.
You head to the Blue Water Inn.
Adabon and Irina only follow if Lance goes. Just saying.
Lance, do you go?
He's going where they're going. Where Irina and Adabon going.
Great.
Joined to the hit now.
It doesn't work that way. They're going where you're going, man. You gotta make a choice.
You're all just standing there looking at each other. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you following? Are you following?
I would leave.
Yeah,
all the
That's
That's why we're
weapons
following
on.
each other.
I turned back. I'm like, you guys coming?
Normal
Oh,
follows.
he's leading. I'm following
I
Chad.
did say Lance was already going, so I just
Yeah.
assumed they were following me.
Perfect.
So
I guess
Um,
where we're going then.
Cole would
As
like
you-
to be, as we're walking, look at the expressions and the eyes of the people we pass and see if he can get a reading of their emotional state in this town.
Yeah, I'll let you
Relative
roll. I'll let you roll insight, religion, or investigation, whichever
While
your
while
heart
that's
fancies.
happening, Chad's gonna like nudge Lance on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, so it's a good thing that you don't have a spell scrolls, but you know it's a book, so I guess you don't have to register that either."
I mean, if they count that as a weapon, I
Well,
count that.
I'm just saying, it said scrolls, nothing about no books. There.
That is a good
Uh,
technicality, Chad. Like, yeah.
with a
Is
10.
a book
Oh,
is a book not just a very thick selection of scrolls?
Well, I just imagine a scroll is just a scroll, like.
No, it's clearly different. I agree.
Since
Norbit's
Cole
a
can't
gaslighting.
roll,
Yeah.
passive insight is 17. My passive religion is 18. I'll just throw that out there.
okay. He rolled high enough, anyways. But, yeah, as you kind of approach this big blue building, and you see these people, they look under stress, but not any more than folks trying to survive in a busy town would be. Some of them, their eyes look really dead. Some of them look just tired. Some look like they have had a good night. You don't really get more than that. One thing you see, Adabon, with that high is there seems to be, you don't know what kind, but there's fear in everyone who is here. Some level of looking over your shoulder, watching what you say, things like that. Is that good?
Yep.
So as you approach the Blue Water Inn, you see this huge building that's like a bluish gray, with the outsides of its windows painted in bright blue colors, and it's has gray smoke billowing out of a couple chimneys. It's a large 2-story wood building, and there sits a couple ravens just perched on top, cawing. And
Nevermore.
people, yeah, what?
I said nevermore.
Is Alyssa still drunk?
She will. It's supposed to be for 24 hours, and you had that encounter this morning. So, but yeah, and there's a painted wooden sign that has a really pretty blue waterfall and says the Blue Water Inn.
Oh,
So as you
that's
all make
pretty.
I'm going to change the music because you're no longer outside.
There's music.
Oh, there was supposed to be, yes.
All this time, I never knew.
Really?
Really? Now playing nothing. Really?
Well, I just started it over. That's why.
Where do I turn up my volume here? Audio.
Okay.
Sorry, you're gonna pump up the volume.
So as you kind of, well, this is sadder music than I want, but this is all I got right now. So as you kind of all walk inside, you see that there's a ton of people in here, tons of locals. There's an innkeeper kind of walking around refilling things of ale, and it seems that people in here is the most at ease that you've seen. Their windows and doors, you notice, do have bars on them. They're kind of pulled to the sides, but can be easily barred shut if needed to be. And there's just giant plush blue and purple couches kind of around tables. There's high top things. And again, just really busy. And there's just it smells of hot food, beef soup, and bread.
Before we go into that, DM,
Mhm.
as that as everyone kind of walks in, Lance literally just bounces off the threshold. Like, you can't pass. Like he goes,
Oh, I forgot.
He literally goes, "Oh, that's right."
Yes, to be invited.
Lance, come on in.
Lance is a vampire? What?
No, he got cursed on the game we played last
Got
session.
that's
cursed.
right,
I have to
yes,
ask
yes.
permission to enter buildings.
Now that
Oh.
Norbert's inside, can Norbert invite him in?
I just
try.
did.
Technically, I think.
Yeah,
Cole
Cole
did.
just did, yeah.
He goes, "Thank you." And he's able to like cross the threshold.
Amazing job.
He's so sensitive.
Good job remembering that. I have it in my notes, just not in front of me.
Inspiration.
Nah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take inspiration.
I'll back that up with a
Yeah,
nomination.
take inspiration.
Alright,
Okay,
cool.
yeah. As you come into this bustling area, big fire in the thing. You find a free table off to the side. It's got kind of, again, these sunken in from where couches, and an empty table that has a few crumbs maybe left over.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Excuse me, can we get somebody to wipe our table off?
Oh, I'm so sorry. This woman comes up. She's got a shock of red hair. Her cheeks are kind of sunken a bit and dark circles in her eyes, like she's been working too many hours. She goes, "Look it. Do you want to see something? Oh,
You
that's
are
an,
so beautiful.
that's an arm you have." And then she takes the crumbs and swipes them off and goes, "Oh, fancy that. People are working hard. Take a seat. What can I get you?"
I like her.
I really.
Yeah,
really
immediate like ticking
you.
Lance's.
Uh-oh.
What can I get for you?
Your digits.
Is your
She looks at you
Her
and
fingers?
is like, "I don't speak Elvish. What do you want to eat?"
Oh, okay.
I've got red dragon crushed wine, rosé. I've got some whiskey in the back.
Cole immediately covers Elusa's ears.
She just goes, "Take it quieter in here." That was weird. It's like a spell or something. It's fancy. It's like privacy. It's really nice.
Just encourages that line of thought. He does not.
Do you
And
have
he
any
pretends-
drinks? Do you have any drinks specially made to cure people who are too under the weather?
I got peppermint tea.
I'll take that.
Please.
2 peppermint teas. All right. What the rest do you want?
Who do we speak to about their room?
Right here.
Stay? All right.
I've got. How many is in your lot? This is it.
This is it.
Well, we can
Seven-
save money
7
if
of you?
you stay here. Hint, hint.
Oh,
What are you doing right now?
Oh, I have no clue, milady.
Apologies. He
I'm
gets
out of
a bit carried
practice.
away sometimes.
Practice of ordering food. Oh boy. Well, listen, my name's Rowena. This is my inn. If you have questions, let me know. I'm gonna get the 2 peppermint teas and a round of ale for you. If you don't want it, I don't give a shit. Give it to someone
Did she
else.
just say her name was Irina?
No, that's too close. You're right. I should change it. It's Erwina. I
Ah.
don't like it.
Irina. Oh yeah, you're
her
gonna get
name,
confused.
her name is.
I could so make a joke off that.
Her name is Kendina. So
Thank you, Kendina. I'll have something that doesn't have alcohol, please.
Do you
Alright,
have
okay.
juice?
Sure.
Freshly
you, I have-
squeezed.
For you, I have freshly squeezed juice. I'll bring that right up.
Hear that,
And
Cole? Hear that, Cole? Just for you.
I would
Just
not
for you,
drink that
Cole.
call.
Knew she
And
liked me.
Kendina walks away, kind of bustling through. People are kind of grabbing at her like they know her. Like, Kendina, wait, another round. She's like, I got you, I got you. She kind of walks back and starts doing things. And you take in the room around you. You see, kind of everyone sticks to groups. They're almost right to your right, 2 older-looking brothers, playing a game of dragon's chess and sipping on some whiskeys. There are some folks that seem to have been from this carnival that might have been here. You're not still sure about that story. And then the rest just seem to be like local folks just getting a really good hot meal. And in the back, towards the door, there's 3 characters with dark cloaks on. So like I said, we've got 2 older looking brothers, kind of too rough for wear. We've got some carnival folk, and then we have these cloaked figures. Everyone else kind of just seems to be locals going about the end of their long Saturday.
Is anyone paying particular attention to, or trying too hard not to be paying attention to us? Like Lance would just be like scouting that out.
Everyone roll perception for me.
24. Norbert, though, is actually paying particular attention to the cloaked guys.
Uh, 21.
23, but I'm not that smart, so you're welcome to use my passive of 14th.
Advantage.
I think you're on edge though. So.
That's 22.
Wow, you guys are intense. I had a DC of 19 again. Okay, I'll have to make these higher. The dice like
Good job,
you all
guys.
tonight. Yeah. So yeah, this is what you get. The 2 older brothers who are playing dragon chess have both looked up at you all and noticed you're outsiders and are 100% eavesdropping on your conversation. The folks from the carnival seem tired and worn. They kind of glance at you here and there, maybe thinking they can make a buck off a juggling trick, but you also look like you're from the road and tired, so they kind of just keep doing what they're doing. The cloaked figures in the back have not lifted their hoods at all. It doesn't even seem like they're speaking to each other. They're just kind of focused on paperwork in front of them.
They're all just sitting there on their phones.
AKA scrolls.
Norbert doesn't look away from them, though. He's just going to really focus over there. He's so tempted to say something in their minds, but he
Ooh.
When Chad notices the brothers, he like looks at them and kind of gives them a nod. Just the downward nod.
The guy nod. The dude
Guy
nod.
The I don't know
That's
you.
the
but
dude
hi.
nod.
Dude, no.
Yeah, the I don't know you, but hey, how's it going?
It's not the Justine like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
It's the dude nod.
Is there like a bar here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a
Cole
full
is going to
tavern.
get up and wander over to the bar.
Okay, I'm gonna do his moment first, and then I'll do yours. So as you kind of nod at him, this guy leans back and kind of cracks his neck, and then nods at you back. You notice a thick 2 set of scars on his eye, and then kind of just goes back to the chess game, glancing at you once in a while.
Okay. That's it.
Cole.
He's just gonna keep staring. He's gonna eye these guys. He doesn't like them. Chad doesn't like them.
Wow, they're getting the evil eye from all kinds of
Yeah.
angles.
They weren't evil on him before. I just said that you could tell that they were eavesdropping on you. That's it.
Yeah.
Cole is going to go up to the bar and signal to the bartender, I guess, and say,
Kendina?
okay. And we were told we have to register our weapons here. How do we do that?
She takes this like big, it's almost like, I want to say a clipboard, but it's like huge, and there's so many things scribbled on it, and she just goes, hold on. Oh, there's a free space right in that little corner, and she sets it down. She goes, full name, first and last, and every weapon that you have. The commander comes in every couple of days, sometimes hours, depends on his mood, and we'll check it. So enjoy.
Okay, I will put arrows, a glaive, a hand axe, and a longbow on there.
For yourself?
Yep.
Do you
They
do it
can
for the
save
rest?
their own skins.
Okay. No, I totally get it.
Would we notice that he's doing that?
I mean, it's pretty loud and bustling, and it's a big place. He walked like pretty much across the room.
And
Or
I'll
it's not
slide
like
a gold.
Like the reason he walks.
I'll slide a gold on the bar and say, "Could you give this to our waitress, our barmaid, so that?"
I'm the same person. I just talked to
He's
you.
just
What?
said that.
I thought you were twins.
Can I just
Oh,
can
here
I
you
just
go.
say Lance sort of like notice he doesn't trust Cole to do things by himself. And then he'll start to gravitate towards where he is.
Well, here's a gold for your
know what?
service and your hard work.
You know, with that type of tip, I'll be whoever you want, new friend. And she takes it and puts it between her bosom, and says, "Your peppermint tea and your ale will be out in a minute.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll move, I have another customer." And then Lance, you're right there. She thinks you're the other customer. I'm still working on your ale. Is there anything else you want to add to your order?
No, that's it. And you just kind of like, is Cole still there? Are you still hovering around?
Wait,
Have you gone
wait.
back?
Silver hair, monocle. You. How many rooms did you guys need? I have 3 available, but I do have one with 4 beds, and then one has 2.
I'll check to see how everyone wants to be, set up.
Yeah, with the festival tomorrow, they
moment.
do start to run out fast. So just letting you know.
Oh,
One thing, he kind of like he leans in towards her. He goes, "My friend here, is he okay? What did he talk to you about?"
Oh, he just registered his weapons. Standard laws. And you see her kind of roll her
Okay.
eyes.
I go, not to your liking, I assume.
as this is happening, Cole is walking back to the table, walking
tooting?
toots.
Oh my god. When you say not to your liking, she looks you dead in the eye, her bright green eyes, and she makes eye contact with you and then looks to the stairs and looks back. As you glance over very nonchalantly to the stairs, you see 2 guards. She says, "No, it's fine. Everything's fine."
Understood. Well, I'm new, so I'm getting used to the customs. Thank you.
No problem.
I will go
You'll
back to the
do great. You'll do great with that politeness.
Chad's gonna walk up and follow up, and because he remembered he did hear the register weapons part.
Yeah, you all had to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so he walks up and he's like, "All right." She's like, "Do you have a space there for me there too?"
Yeah, right next to your 2D friend.
Cool. He writes down the weapons he has, and then also, just to be snarky, he writes down chairs, tables, basically anything that he can lift.
Look, I understand. I get you, my friend. But you know how much paper is? And she like puts her hand as you're starting to write more. You are.
Well, I mean, anything's a weapon for a barbarian. I mean, come on.
I know, but she's. You
Right,
can
yeah.
tell this woman is no nonsense.
I would like a good chat inspiration.
he's also-
that was
and then
he's,
a sad moment.
and then he slides her a gold as well. He goes for the troubles.
Oh, well, with that, I'll give you a whole sheet to yourself. Puts it in her bosom.
Norbert then will follow and he'll get up, register his weapons.
But Lance didn't, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
But he was gonna go talk to them about it, but they all signed up. So,
They shoved him out of the
think-
way.
I mean, Norbert's not mentioning his psychic blades because he doesn't physically hold a weapon, so he's just going to mention his short bow, short sword, and dagger.
Nice.
I think Lance, as soon as everyone's going to gather up again, you'll tell them about the arrangements. So, how do we want to do this? There's a room with 4 beds. Are we good with that? I think we should keep an eye on
There's
our
6 of
arena.
us.
7.
7.
Well, 7. So
That's
4 in
fine.
one room and then the rest. Is that okay? Or they are having a festival tomorrow, so
I can
I don't
sleep
think we
on
can
a
pick and
floor.
choose.
I've got my my bed. Yeah, my bedroll. That's what it's called in D&D.
Yeah, there.
Elise.
I'm good to sleep anywhere. On the floor, bed. I don't care.
Alusa says, I can kind of sit against the wall. I don't really sleep at trance.
Sorry.
And I can sleep anywhere. Just the old man and Irina should have a bed.
Agreed. All right, he'll go back to Indina to tell her about the arrangements.
Yeah. She books you a room and says 10 silver.
Oh, do you... This is so Lance. Do you have change? Probably not. He'll go around like, does anyone have like 10 silver? He's just got
Well,
gold.
that's equal to a gold.
Lance,
I-
did you just get out intelligented by the dwarf?
I hope
Fine,
not.
it's 11 silver. There. Now it's not equal to a gold. I don't feel silly.
Okay.
The prices are
I
going
will-
up. Book
I'll
it
give-
now.
Actually,
I'll give Lance a
Surge
gold.
pricing.
no.
say-
Lance, like, sorry, go ahead.
I'll give Lance a gold to cover 10 silver of it. And I'll say, either you talking down or you part with your own silver.
I don't think
Thank you, Master Dwarf. He-
Okay.
No, it's okay. He'll turn back to her and he goes, actually, for your good service and for your, he looks towards for the guards, that kind of like a cursory glance, for your discretion. He'll give her a gold, instead of just like 10 silver. He'll use Cole's gold as well.
Amazing. So you technically gave her 2 gold then? Or no?
Yes.
Well, he already gave her 1.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mario, you're off the screen.
Sorry.
That's okay. You
That's
can jump.
Norbert's actual height, though. What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
It's just
She says, I'll show you the arrangements while my counterpart serves your team. And she starts to go up the stairs. Do you follow her?
Yes, but before he does, he will go to the board where they register weapons. He's gonna write his name, just his first name, and he's gonna put my mind, and then walk up the stairs.
What a guy.
It's not a lie.
As you walk up and down, you notice her pointing at parts of the hallway. I need perception.
Above table, Lance, you do realize if you do something to get arrested, they're going to confiscate your weapon.
Oh,
They're gonna confiscate my mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love it. What'd you roll?
Brain devourer.
I am doing terribly on perception today. Someone help me. I could
It's okay.
actually do my inspiration. Actually, why not? I'll use my inspiration. I'm not gonna
I
hold
give it
back.
out enough that you don't have to stress.
That's yeah. Okay, that's better than a 3.
11?
14. Yeah.
Ooh, DC was 13, so you're good. Yeah, as you look, you see there are little like latches, almost like where someone was in a room could look out in the hallway and spy and things like that. And she's just not saying anything, she's just slightly pointing. And then she gets to the room and opens the door and gestures you in and closes it and goes, look, I don't know who you are. Your generosity is appreciated, but flashing that much kind of gold around here is going to get the Baron's attention really fast. I don't know if that's your intention, but you should really watch it.
Noted. Thank you,
What's your name?
Lance.
Bob.
Why are you all here?
We're just passing through.
Right. Well, whenever you need something for just passing through, not everyone here is going to be your friend. And
Noted.
she takes her exit. You probably get the impression that that's the kindest she's been to anyone in a long time, because you were the kindest that she's ever seen in a long time. And as you get back downstairs, you see that all of your guys' peppermint teas and your ale and your water and your juice, freshly squeezed juice that smells kind of rotten, is there with bread and cheese. Oh, Critical Nerds wants us to hydrate. Bread and cheese and some like old like jerky meat.
When you walk down, you just see Chad's got his hand on Alysa's head and trying to separate her from the ale as she's reaching for it. And
I
just putting
already
it,
Trying to give
drank
her the tea
one
instead.
water.
and just putting food in front of her, trying to no, you gotta eat. You're
She's like eating him, and I already had one glass of water. This is
I'm
me
like,
and Ireland every
no,
Friday. In our
you
house.
didn't. And I'm just like handing her more water. I'm like, see, it's still full.
And yeah, you're welcome to talk to people, investigate, whatever you feel like you want to do, ask questions, or you can go to bed and we can start with the next day.
Cool.
Arena looks very tired.
Cole takes a drink of his juice and rolled a Constitution saving throw of 7.
Your tummy's gonna hurt tonight, but that's nothing new for you.
Yeah.
Norbert going upstairs.
Prestidigitation.
Is there anywhere around that he could hide to watch our door to see if any of these suspicious people outside follow us up or anything like that?
Let's give you the map.
I think Lance also fill them in on like the little cubby holes they have, like spy holes.
You're definitely not in Castle Ravenloft. Blue Water Inn. Almost took you to the wrong
That would be
place.
such a
Prestidigitation.
twist. It's like
It's
it
a
was
big-
an illusion all
it's a
along.
big
Right.
We're in the
prestidigitation.
castle.
Big illusion. We've never left Castle Ravenloft. That's just in our mind. This is all a
Yeah.
simulation. This is
So-
us. It's us playing us in the game.
Yeah.
Inception.
Yeah.
Oh, this is dynamic lighting. I don't know how to do that.
You can move my token to where we gotta be, and then
Oh, thanks. Okay. Adabon, I'm gonna move you. So Adabon is. Let me kind of show you. Can you see where Adabon is right there,
Yeah.
Mario?
Maybe I'm on the wrong part of the map. I can't
gotta
see
zoom
any
out
quite a
black
bit.
on the
No,
map.
they won't be able to see my token. You'll have to move over.
Yes.
Oh.
No, I see nothing.
Gosh, I hate. Hold on. Let me see if I can just turn off.
I'm gonna drag my character in and just drop it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to turn off dynamic
Nope,
lighting.
that didn't work.
I'm not a fan. Dynamic
I just-
lighting.
I just
off,
fell into the
save
darkness.
changes.
Blind. Yeah, you're in the void.
Did Lucid
So
cast darkness again?
So it's like, look at me.
You loser, fix your spell.
Okay, I don't know how to change it, but can you see now in orbit?
Nah, not a bit.
Yeah,
I can talk you
but you're
through.
there.
Norman,
I mean, it sounds like there's
should be
really
able to
good-
see.
Sounds like there's really good places for me to hide.
Just all
Yeah,
All you do
I'm
is
on. Go to dynamic lighting. Turn off. I did. Then hit save settings.
There you go.
There you go.
goes.
You did
Oh,
it.
There we go. Perfect.
cool.
As you were running through the steps. You did it.
Yeah, let's hope I don't have to hide anything randomly there.
I jumped
Um,
myself outside of the inn.
No, there isn't.
Do you see it now in orbit? I'm
We're
pinging.
jumping from the first floor to the second floor.
So
Yeah.
you would have gone up, yeah, these stairs over here. And then the room, it's kind of a weird layout the way it's done. There should be here. Let me draw something. This is also a hallway right here. Like this. This would be the entrance to your room. You got this big one with the 4 beds and the table right here.
Okay.
So if you
Mhm.
stay around the corner,
So
Yeah,
this
so-
area where the tokens were, that's actually
Open space, like if
yeah.
you're looking down into the restaurant. And when she was pointing at stuff, it was like along this wall for you, Raza, Lance, of like where people could look in and out and things like that.
It seems really
Right,
like the
okay.
best Norbert could do is just stay awake in his room and pay attention for a while.
Yeah.
So you can do that.
take watches.
Think we might need to.
I will
Um,
sleep on the floor right there.
Okay, so are you all going up to bed then?
If you want,
Yes.
Chad will sleep against the door.
I think you shall. That
So
takes care of
if
Lance's problem. Like he was gonna find a way to see if he could jam the door, but then you just like plop yourself
yeah,
in front of the door.
I can just sit in front of it. I'll like put a chair and I'll just kind of like sleep sitting forward in front of the chair, in front of the door. So if they try to push it open, it'll hit me,
Thank you, Chad.
and then it'll wake me up. I can't hear you, Justine. I think.
I have a stake I can
You cast silence.
jam under
Yeah.
the door.
Silence.
The minute, now that you're all in the room, I'm pretty sure, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The minute you see Irina sit on the bed, her head touches that pillow, and she's out. She's so tired. Elusa sits against the wall in her window and slides down, and it's weird because you can tell she's in a trance and she's kind of awake, but she's snoring. And you've never heard her snore before. The rest of you get to your respected, comfortable areas. And the night goes by. You hear kind of some yelling, but nothing like aggressive, just like, oh, hey, mate, and things like that from the area down below, just a couple walls through. And as you kind of metagaming to the extreme, how so? Sorry, I was reading Twitch. But yeah, and then as you all kind of go to sleep and or your watches, we're gonna go ahead and go to our next break.
Hey.
All right. So we'll be right back.
Yee. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Got some jobs for you. I'm just kidding. Phasmophobia friends, if you got that reference. So we are waking up in the Blue Water Inn.
And it's really haunted house.
Yeah, surprise! Everyone's dead. It was all ghosts. No, I'm just kidding. You kind of yawn awake. You see Irina's already awake. She's staring out the window. Alusa is not drunk anymore. Yay! But she looks mad. She's definitely got a headache. She's pissed at that game. And yeah, if you want to have any convos before we start, you can.
So
Real
rest.
quick. Yeah, it was long rest, grab.
Oh yeah, everyone mark a long rest.
Lance would have just on the side would have spent a little bit attuning to that weird ring with an eye on it. He would have studied
Oh.
it and
Yes.
learnt its properties, and he'd be good for any shenanigans of the day.
Ring of X-ray power, right?
X-ray, yeah, that's the
Cool.
one.
Let me know if you have any
X-ray
questions
vision.
on that.
Will do.
Exhaustion
Chad-
heals after a day, right?
Yeah, after a long rest.
Okay.
Unless you had multiple levels.
I only have
Jinx.
one.
Yeah, then you're good.
Chad was working the pelts, so when you guys wake up, you see him passed out with the pelts on his lap against the door,
Nice.
cleaning them.
Cole ended up
Right.
in a bed because no one else was using it.
That's fair. Irina looks out the window and says, they're really preparing for this festival. It seems exhausting. They have to do this every single week.
Well, it's your new home. Enjoy. See ya.
It's not my home. I'm just staying here until my brother finds answers. And I don't think I could stay here. I was hoping if you wouldn't mind maybe escorting me to the church. Even though I'm from the village of Barovia, my family was higher up and I might have some ties.
I'm sure that'll be fine. We've got time before this festival, which apparently we have to go to.
Why are you shaking your
Yeah,
head,
well.
Bill?
It's all about the towns. There's not going near churches anymore.
Well,
Yeah. Belv knows he's going to stay with her. That's what it is.
He has to go. Yeah, so
Um,
Lance would be like, yeah, of course. Well, if that's what you wish, accompany you to the church.
And you all hear very loud knocking at your door. I don't know if that came through. my
Yes.
mic.
It did.
It did, yeah, I could hear it.
Cool. Sound effects. What's up?
practical effects for the win.
Yeah. Lance, you open the
Hey,
door.
no soundboard required. Sorry.
Lance, that's okay. Lance, you open the door, and there's a very, very tall, buff, blonde guard standing there with a big blonde handlebar mustache. he looks at you and he says, "Hello."
Hello, good morning.
Actually, I didn't want that accent. Ignore it. Hello.
We are now in Mother
Hello
Russia.
again.
No, that's a different character.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay. That was Justine, not the guard. He says, "How many are in your party?"
There is 6 of us, right? No,
7 with Irina.
7. Right.
Like,
I got
"Ooh, that
some-
counts."
Blew it, Lance.
I got some reports of some new folk here. My name is Isaac. I am the lead commander for this town and direct right hand of the Baron. I'm gonna need to know that I and he pulls up the paper that you had written on. I'm gonna need to know why only 5 of your party of 7 wrote down their weapons and why you're trying to hide things.
She doesn't
Actually-
have weapons. Points to Irina. We're escorting her. She's not a fighter in any way. She just tries to stay out of danger.
What
Who
about
else
that one?
didn't report?
What about that one with a giant bow on her back? And Elusa kind of looks and is like,
She was drunk. She didn't
Oh
remember
fuck,
what
we forgot.
Oh, Alyssa would have done it.
It's okay.
Come, that's Justine forgetting the
Lance.
roleplay.
She's a
Lance-
no,
criminal.
that's I can't do all of it. You guys have to do some of it.
She's a criminal. Arrest her.
Wait,
Lance got
Chad's gonna grab.
He
he'll be
will
like, "Hey."
absolutely hear Cole say that and try to push past you, Lance.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Before that happens, first of all, I would like to know that even if it lands at, oh, we're at 5, you can clearly see there's 7 people in the room. Okay.
That's fair.
And second of all, he thought of this. He's not a dum dum like Raz is. He will go, oh, one moment, good sir. We haven't been properly introduced. The reason that they didn't have to register is because, well, can we talk in private? It's a very sensitive matter. It has to do with the Baron.
Roll persuasion or deception.
Ooh.
I would. Okay, cool.
Wait, do I have guidance? Nope, you're on your own.
Don't do that. You can't do, that's not a subtle spell.
Yeah, Leandra was the guidance.
Well, it was terrible, but he was punning to use suggestion on him. So
Oh,
play it
that's
however
fair.
you want.
Yeah, you can use suggestion.
Trying to, yeah.
Jeez, we're going hard.
Yeah.
He goes, they have a special exception due to the circumstance. The Baron has cleared it. And I'm sure you can understand that, like, we can't talk about the reasons. He'll cast suggestion on him.
So tell me exactly, it's just a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yeah, it's just a wisdom save. He's trying to make he's trying to make it vague, but yet almost like it would
Important.
be reasonable that they can't talk about it.
Yeah,
Because
you
it's
just don't
Baron.
know that this guy's insane ego, but as a 19.
Okay.
Silvery
Insane
bombs.
ego.
No,
I guess I
wanna
could
see the
flicker.
consequences.
I could flicker a distraction at him. Sure.
So silver barbs.
Yeah. Watch him roll like.
Ugh. Okay.
Nat
It's a
20.
7. Oh, it makes
Okay.
me so excited. Okay. Yeah, the magic kind of settles on him and he really focuses on your eyes and goes, I am usually informed of all things pertaining to the Baron. Does this have to do something with she who must not be named?
Who?
He goes, I'm not allowed to say.
Hmm.
But he implies it, like, you know, like he's not allowed to mention.
Right.
too much
Well,
on that.
since you're on such intense diplomatic business, I'm gonna have 2 guards posted outside the inn to escort you and wherever you need to go in the town. Again, my name is Isaac, and if you need anything, I will be within earshot. And he turns in like a really
Thanks,
dramatic turn and like marches away from you. Like this guy thinks he's the most serious thing since sliced bread.
Norbert doesn't want to say this out loud, so he's going to speak into Lance's head and say, so we have, what is it, a few hours, and we have to be out of this town before he realizes that you cast a spell on him?
Pretty much. I mean, we're not planning to stay that long.
Or ever come back, apparently, and Irina is supposed to be staying here, and you've just made her into a criminal?
She's not a criminal.
I think he would disagree.
He's not targeting her, and there's ways to get her out without being seen.
the point was to leave her here, not.
Adabon is
Hey.
like, yeah.
He can't hear
wants
this.
to
This
go
is all.
there.
I know.
Adabon
Lance.
knows nothing.
Lance,
Adabon-
you're supposed to be the smartest one in the party, aren't you? That
Oh,
seemed
don't be mean.
really stupid. And you've just screwed all our plans that we had, and now she has to leave the town.
She does not have to leave until we're ready to leave. Not that. She wants to go to the church. We should make sure she goes to the church.
Chad.
That's what we agreed on.
Chad,
No, Norbert says nothing else.
Yeah, what's
did
what's
you
up, bud?
notice that they keep making googly eyes at each other?
Yeah, don't know. I don't ask questions about that.
To be fair, if Norbert was trying to do that stealthily, he only rolled a 14. So yes, you may well have seen him. Realize that was happening.
Just like glaring at each other. You're glaring at him, and Lance's eyebrows are moving. Like
I think Irina says, I think the solution would be that we might have to stop and talk to this Baron and clear us of anything as well. But we can handle things one thing at a time.
Lance
Seems he
can
has
deal with
the
it.
iron fist around this town.
Above table,
Mhm.
the original Cole, who was a Triton clear of life, got tortured by Isaac.
Oh no,
So
no hints. Okay, so you all get ready. You've had a full rest, even if Elusa's got a migraine. And as you start to make your way down, Adabon, you recognize a young girl sitting at the bar eating eggs and toast that you know. It's Renee, the original one you saved from the butt rats.
Yeah, butt rats.
Kind of just swinging her feet.
bad memories.
Wow. Okay.
It's very strange that she'd be here by herself, not with her mother in a different town.
Very strange.
She doesn't see you yet, though.
The last thing Adabon remembers was a strange voice in a house, claiming to be her, if I'm not mistaken.
The haunted house was it, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, the one that you ran into.
Yeah.
And then also, the woman with the cards last session said a rumor about her as well.
Wow, I wasn't.
Oh,
Within
yeah, you were on the
earshot of
outside
that,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if Norbert were to see her, he would instantly assume she was a trap based on the haunted house. But, you know, he hasn't seen her, so that's all good.
Yeah, I don't see anything I can do, so Adabon will just freeze on the steps and stare.
Irina puts her hand on your shoulder. Are you okay?
We should not be here.
Yeah, we need to get to the church. I agree. She takes a step forward.
Is Lance nearby?
Lance, are you nearby?
Yeah, he's standing by.
Cool.
Yeah, he's done. He's just quiet.
Lance will see you there. And Adabon will stay where he's standing and watch.
Adabon, you're in the way.
Split the party. Not in the way. You can go around.
Yeah.
Okay. So the rest of you get down. Do you want to order breakfast or anything to eat or drink? Or do you want to just head straight to the church?
Have you tried their juice? I'm not eating here again.
I think we want to head straight to the church.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Because,
Before
because
we
of
set
what
off-
happened. Yeah, just because of what happened with
Sorry.
that guard, I think we're in a bit of a hurry now. But sorry, you go.
No, before we set off, Lance will look into his bag and pull out this beautiful, like, green elven cloak and give it to Irene. He goes, wear this. Take some time with it. It should cloak you from piercing eyes, hopefully. So he basically gives her the cloak of elven kind that he had been holding on to.
Thank you.
So just to give her a little bit of an edge. It's alright. I was keeping it just in case.
I really appreciate that. She kind of puts it over her shoulders, buckles it, and puts it over her hair. You see her let down for the first time her long braids that kind of like fall midway to her waist, and put them behind her ears. That way it's not like a top knot underneath a cloak, and then kind of put it up to her eyebrows. And she kind of walks out. Who's leaving first?
Lance will go first. He'll go before she does, just
Got
for
it.
safety.
Lance, as you go out, there is a gentleman who is someone you saw last night in the bar. He's one of the jesters that are a part of the carnival. He's leaning against, with his arms crossed and smoking a cigarette. It's a big guy, really big guy.
This stuff will kill him.
Is he trying to get his attention, or is he just chilling?
He's just chilling. He kind of looks at you as you walk out and he goes, "You are a new face here, no?"
Indeed. And he just kind of like doesn't engage.
What are you all doing here? Are you here to see the show?
I suppose we are. It's mandatory, is it not?
Ah, you're catching on very fast. I'm not good at Russian accents, so bear with me.
It's like going,
That's all right.
it's like
I think
going
it's pretty
Russian
good.
to French. It's like
Yeah, I have to like just keep saying like in my head like vodka.
Yeah.
What the?
Vodka.
But we're gonna
It
try
says
it
vodka
because D&D's all
mid-sentence.
about growing, for me at least. Yeah. So, yeah, he looks at you and goes, "My name is Richter," and that is French, fuck. And he like reaches out a hand to shake your hand, Lance.
Okay. Insight check. See if he's got any ulterior motives.
Yeah, inside check it.
Hey, now 20. What you got?
Nat 20.
Yeah, so that's 26.
Oh man, this guy's
There we go.
totally undercover. He's lying about everything, but he seems genuine about the interest he has in you. I gave it to you. I gave you all of it.
Just everything. This is
I think-
profile.
Yep.
Okay. He goes, well, nice. He doesn't let on that he kind of like saw through it. He goes, well, like, nice to meet you. I suppose we all have our purpose here, do we not?
Indeed, I'm trying to figure out yours.
Just passing through. Excuse me. Because he signals to everyone to come
As
through.
I think as that's happening, Chad's gonna walk out and be like, "Oh, hey there, we're ready to go. We're heading out," and then just kind of grab by the arm and walk
Grab
out.
this carnival
No,
dude.
no, grab
Oh.
Lance.
Oh, got it.
Like, just
Drag
in
him
like
away
that,
from the
just in that like when you see like, because as we open the door, like you can kind of see they're having a conversation, and Lance is like, I assume I can tell. I mean, it passed perception 19. I would assume that I'm able to see that like Lance is a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. Totally.
Uncomfortable.
So,
yeah.
so in that sense, he's gonna wingman it and kind of pull him aside, and then just kind of guide the rest of the party through, and just walk past them and not even acknowledge them.
He
Well,
kind of he shuts off.
Hailing well met there, bud. But we're off to the church. I gotta go say something.
Church, watch out
And
for
then-
Lady Walker. That's all he says to you.
Just doesn't say
Who?
anything.
Watch
Lady
out for
Waka Waka, what?
Walker. Walker.
Come on,
All
move on. Let's not stress. Let's not worry about the
Yeah.
name of someone.
He giggles and just keeps smoking. Okay, we're gonna switch back
Real
to
quick,
Adam. Oh, go ahead.
No, one sec. Before we before Chad gets Lance out of this situation, we move on. He'll telepathically tell people one by one, don't trust that one. He is not what he seems. And that we can go Adabon.
Irina looks back at the guy and he winks at her because you said that in her mind, and then she like looks forward, uncomfortable. And Alusa, I think, holds her bow a little tighter. So you all walk through. You have to get through this town square, which is now being set up. It's kind of gross. They're putting like streamers from one person in the stocks to the other, like for this festival, and tying like balloons to their like around their necks and like using them as almost a piece of decoration for this. And I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to Adabon. Adabon, you're standing on the stairs, and this little girl has not noticed you yet. She's just eating her eggs and toast. You're on mute.
Anything I notice? Anything I see?
Definitely way less people in here than before. It's the same barmaid. She looks like she got maybe a couple hours of sleep at most. She just nods to you and then continues doing what she's doing, knowing you'd ask her if you needed something. Little girl's just swinging her feet and eating. She was like 13, 14.
I will. Probably just keep watching at this point.
Do you like sit down or are you just gonna stand on the stairs?
Probably stand on the stairs. He's confused.
Eventually, she finishes her food as you watch, and puts some money down. Gets up, kind of dusts the crumbs off of her shirt, rolls her shoulders, doesn't really notice you, and walks out. And it's like, I'm so excited for the festival.
Nothing of note. She seems as normal as he can tell.
She seems as normal as she seems like the same girl that you had met in the town before. Yes.
He will follow her out the door, and when he gets out the door, he'll whistle for Bill.
You whistle. Nothing happens. Also, you don't see her mother anywhere. She's just walking into the town square by herself.
Hell is empty, and the devils are here. He'll follow.
Ooh, take inspiration. That's a good line.
I like that because everyone's so used to Adabon being weird, just no one pays attention to this all happening.
Yeah.
None of us
You
notice anything.
took off. You were like, he'll do
He's just-
something.
He's like, whatever. He just yeah.
Okay. So you all head to the church. It's a very tall building at almost the opposite end, the very end of this town. Classic church, large white thatched roof, steeple on top, big large double doors.
It's funny because I was gonna bring it up. As we're walking over, I'm gonna talk to them like, "Hey, isn't it a little weird that we just left Adabon back there? Like, he kind of froze on the stairs there. We're just gonna. Is he good on his own?
You haven't noticed he's a bit strange.
Well, yeah, I noticed that, but I mean, I've really only been with y'all for like maybe like 2 days, so
That's
I
been,
wouldn't
like,
worry about it. He'll catch
5.
up. He'll turn up. He does these things.
I've only taken like 2 long rests.
I didn't even realize he wasn't with us.
Oh gosh, oh man.
You don't realize your feet in front of your feet.
Oh, yeah. Someone's
Well,
feeling
my
like herself
perception
now.
roll
and
was
they kinda
low.
just-
Okay.
Chad goes, "Oh yeah, someone is definitely feeling like themselves again." I see.
Don't even look at me, and I never want to see a deck of cards again.
You know what, Elusa? I feel like you need a treat of some sort.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make you something special as a present.
Would it
Oh,
be a
this is
steak?
going to be great.
If it's
What's
a
your
steak for a
favorite
vampire's
animal?
heart,
What's
A
your
steak.
favorite animal?
a steak for a vampire's heart.
Ooh, okay. Sure.
See, that means a cow, Peter. Steak comes from a cow. I mean, Peter. Damn it! Oh
No.
my god.
Negative inspiration. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I
Paul
agree.
is gonna
I'm
put it-
removing my inspiration.
No, I'm just teasing
Yeah,
you.
no, I agree with you. It's
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, who's
Oh my
who's
gosh.
Peter? Who the hell?
Yeah.
is Peter?
No, his name
I
was
deserve
Charles.
punishment.
Remember, his name was Charles.
Charles.
Cole just happens to have some steaks, so he's gonna pull one out and start carving some intricate designs along the side of the steak and make it all pretty for her.
She's not even noticing. She's just
It
narrating her
don't
eyes and
matter.
watching
She'll
everyone
notice when I
around
give
you.
it to her when Elusa is back in game.
She'll be like, "What?" I'm just kidding. Okay, do you guys go in the church?
Yep. With that Adabon. Does
Indeed.
that mean is Irina with us though, or does she wait with
Yeah.
Adabon?
No, she's with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, Adabon asked.
She came close to Lance.
asked, for Lance to take her.
So as you walk in, this church, it's very opposite of the church you'd been in before in the town of Rodeo, which was the one before kind of had puddles from leaks in the roof and upturned and soil and scratch marks. This is like really clean and nice. There's candles lit everywhere, and unlike the old kind of haggard priest from before, a gentleman in like his 40s. He's got, soft black curls that kind of frame his face. Approaches and says, "Hello, children. How can I help you today?" And that's actually where we're going to end the session for the night. So, what
Nice.
you gonna do when I come for you? Yeah.
Awesome.
So thank you, Croissant. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching Curse of Strahd. Steph, if you watch this, we missed you. Mariana, if you watch this, we miss you as well, and we hope that everyone had a really good time. Normally we do an after show. We aren't, just due to time constraints on this week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks, so hold tight. We also have a ton of other streams that come up on this channel in all different time zones, so if you want to watch these amazing folks and other awesome folks make some magic in the TTRPG imagination world, definitely tune in. You can join our Discord, which just got posted, which you can see. There's also tons of one-shots and games and monthly games that you can watch or join that happen just on a more private scale in the server. Any other like announcements or anything you guys want to make?
May all your space travels be safe. Just kidding.
May all your space travels be safe.
I've got,
Yeah,
I've got one announcement. You all should watch Dungeon Boys if any of you don't.
I was just about
listen
to
to
say
it.
that.
Hi, I'm also in a campaign called The Dungeon Boys, which is a podcast, but please don't listen to it if you don't like dick jokes, because it's very rated R.
Yes.
She's a rated R superstar.
No, that guy's the superstar with the tiefling headphones. So, all right. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and cut it. We appreciate you tuning in on your Sunday night or Monday morning, evening, and we really excited to get even spookier next time around.
For sure. Thanks, everyone.
Spooky.
Thank you.
Spooky.
The spooky.
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 Blair.